It's Friday Night Lights, and it is playoff football here at Bogus Stadium on this beautiful Friday evening, Joe. I'm so excited. Harlingen South, the district champions here, facing off against PSJA North Raiders. It's going to be an awesome game. Friday Night Lights, and we're ready to go here in an hour live at the stadium. But right now, we're getting ready for it. It's exciting.
It's going to be an exciting game. I mean, we got South coming into the playoffs representing our district here as the champions, playing a very good PSJA North team. And it's going to be a very good game. The weather's going to be gorgeous out there. You couldn't ask for better Friday nights, Aaron, than tonight right here at Bogus Stadium.
Harlingen South coming in undefeated, Joe. This has been the first time since 2007 that a South Hawk team has come in undefeated, and they're going up against a very tough PSJA North team. Came in second in that district over there on the other end of the valley, and because of school alignment, because of enrollment, they're actually playing each other as the 1 and 2, and so that doesn't happen often, but because they fall into that Division 2, they're playing each other here at Bogus Stadium tonight. So a big challenge up ahead for the Hawks as North is coming to town, and they're excited to play.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a very difficult challenge. PSJA North is coming out with a very, very good running back in Gonzalez. He's got over 1,300 yards. I think he's got 15 touchdowns. So they're coming out. He's coming out. So basically, they are a running team, Aaron, and they've got a good running team. They're led by him, and they're going to need to stop him. The defense is going to has to make a stand quick and early because he's averages over 7 yards a carry. Yep. And that's a very difficult to stop in any form, whether it be in college, pro, anything. 7 yards a carry is going to be a very difficult task. So I hope Harlingen South must be ready and be ready, and the defense has got to really come up today because they're going to run into a lot of runs today. They probably like you have never seen. They don't pass much, Aaron. They're really not a passing team. Quarterback, I think, has about 500 yards. Does have 10 TDs, though, but he only has 500 yards. They rely on that run.
And another thing, just to talk about PSJA North so that way you Harlingen South Hawk fans can know what to expect tonight. They've also got a stingy defense. If you look at their schedule, most games were blowout games. They're able to hold teams to very few points, and their offense was able to control the clock and get some points on the board. Their big losses came against Vela and Mission High. Yeah. And Vela, we all know, is a great team in that district. Mission High was just a very close game at the end of the season. So North comes in with a very strong defense and a very good running game. So let's talk about South Hawks. That's what you're going to expect from PSJA North, and they're going to bring it tonight, and they're coming across after having a great season. But South Hawks, a couple keys of the game, Joe, as you go to talk about what to expect tonight from their side.
Well, they speaking of the South Hawks, let's talk about their offense a little bit here. They come with a very good, very well-balanced attack. Cáceres has had over 1,500 yards passing. And they've got a three-headed monster as well, too, with Gonzalez and Masbas and Rivera both coming in, they're as far as coming in, as far as their running game is concerned. So they've got a lot of talent as far as, too. And they can break it down. They got Gonzalez, they got Masbas, they got Rivera in the running game. So they've got the weapons also to counter that running attack and get that running game going. But also they've got that pass attack with Ledesma and Rivera as well. So it's going to be an interesting. South is one of those teams that we all know if you stop the run, they can also beat you in the pass, Aaron. And if you stop the pass, well, they can also beat you in the run, as we saw them a couple of weeks ago when they used all three running backs at that same time.
Well, we've been talking about it for a few weeks as we've been getting ready for the playoffs and talking about how a team that has a balanced offensive attack has a better chance of moving forward past round 1, round 2, and 3 in the playoffs. And South definitely on the offensive side of the ball is able to do that. Now, one of the things, the questions for tonight, and I think a challenge for the South Hawks is not to get off to a slow start, but to come out swinging, to come out efficient and ready and putting some points on the board because, sometimes the tendency is to come off slow and let the other team kind of come in, right, and then kind of come back in the second half. And I think the challenge that's before there, I'm sure the coaches are talking about it, is you got to come out and execute early on. Get ahead and stay ahead because against a tough running team who's going to control that clock, you can't get behind early. And so I think for the offense, that's going to be key. Balance and also getting up and getting ahead early and then maintaining that lead, obviously, as the game goes on. Let's talk about the defense, Joe.
Well, the defense is going to be they're going to have a tough task. They have Gonzalez coming in, and we talked about it earlier with over 1,100 yards. And that's going to be a tough task at averaging over 7. But, they got some leadership back there with Levi Ince, number 31, Reina. They've got some guys out there that can do and stop the run. They've got some leadership in there, and they're going to have their hands full today. It's going to be very good. I think you're going to see the defense. I'm pretty sure Coach Gonzalez has seen the films. I'm sure he sees everything. I'm sure they're going to come up with different schemes. They know this is a run attack. They know that these guys love to run, Aaron, and they love to run, and they don't hide it. That's the thing. They're like, we're going to run, and we're going to run at you. It's up to you to stop us. But that's what I think is going to be. The important thing is I think the defense is going to have to play its best ball yet.
Yeah, and I think, again, for South, the cool thing about South is that they're able to adjust week to week, and we've seen them come up with different defensive fronts depending on what the offense is doing. And so I have no doubt that tonight, if you've been following the team all along throughout the season, you may get your eyes on that defense tonight and see something totally different than what you've seen the rest of the season. They put speed guys in there. They put quick guys in there. They've also put in some bigger guys when they need help up front. And so tonight I think it's going to be kind of figuring out what that rotation looks like as they're going against, like you said, a very kind of in-your-face, stop us if you can, but we're going to run the ball and we're going to stuff it down your throat, and South is going to have to respond to that.
Yeah, and I think they will, Aaron. I think they're going to respond. They're the district champions. So you don't become district champions just because. So, they're the district champions. They're undefeated, and they've beat a lot of good teams this year, Harlingen, Los Fresnos, San Benito, and they've played some teams outside the valley as well. So they're well coached. They're a fine-tuned machine. I think you're going to see a very good game. But I think going back to what we're saying, I think you're going to see the different schemes. We've never seen the South games with the same unit. We've always seen one guy, Special Levi here, or, they move their linebackers to linemen back to linebackers. You're going to see a lot of that rotation going around. They'll figure it out how to stop Gonzalez, and once they do that, I think they'll be able to come out and have a good game.
And maybe the key factor tonight that we rarely ever talk about is special teams, Joe. Because in special teams, whether it be punt return or kick return, you have Jeremiah Rivera, you have Elias Ledesma, and, these guys can run. They can make things happen. They're playmakers. They're play breakers, if you will. And so, it could come down to a special teams play tonight that could change the course of the football game. That's how, on paper at least, almost evenly matched these teams are. Of course, PSJA North come in with 2 losses, but keep in mind that the 2 losses that they had was to one, arguably, other than South Hawks, one of the best teams in the Valley with Vela, and then against Mission. So, on paper, this is an intriguing matchup for me, Joe. I've been looking forward to it all week long because there's a lot of questions that I have that are going to get answered tonight on the football field.
And I think they're going to get answered, and I think you said it best, it's going to be an intriguing game. They've never seen each other, in a long time, or if they have, it's been a while, but they, especially in district play, this is a by-district round. You get a team from another side of the valley that you haven't faced or haven't seen in a season or two, and South has been out of the playoffs for a while, so this is new to them. And I think that's going to bring a little bit more of excitement, for the seniors. This is their senior year. They want to go far. They want to represent the valley as far as they can, and I think they have that chance. But, PSJA North is also a very talented team also, and it's going to be a good game. But special teams, what you said earlier, I think it's going to be the key. And getting the field position, getting Rivera or Ledesma to get that field position on a punt or on a kickoff and trying to get South, in the 30, 35, 40-yard line. I think, you said it best, Aaron. I think special teams might be because we got a lot of evenly matches in defense and offense, and I think special teams might be the factor. And if whoever has the edge will come out victorious.
I tell you what, it's going to be an amazing night for football. Hold on to your seats. Get up, stand up, be loud. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be a lot of exciting plays tonight. I think you're going to see a lot of character. I think you're going to see a lot of grit tonight. I think you'll see a lot of fight from both of these teams. A lot of pride is on the line tonight. Talking about Harlingen South, and they're gearing up for this game undefeated. And they've done it this year as a family, Joe. They've done it this year as a cohesive unit. They've done it this year chasing after a vision. And you've kind of seen this team get closer and closer together, and the community also come and surround Harlingen South tonight. They're saying they are Harlingen this playoff round, right? And so they got the confidence, they got the excitement, they have the support from the fans. I know some of you are already out there sitting down right now because you're excited. You can't wait for kickoff here at 7:30, and you're ready to roll. It's going to be great.
And I think that one of the things that's going to be the home field edge is going to be I think South fans, if you're watching this now, be loud and be strong because, I think that's going to, the kids are going to need every ounce of momentum to get this game, special teams, defense, everything. So let's have a good game at, 7:30 tonight at Bogus Stadium, Aaron. I think it's going to be a great matchup. I can't wait.
Yeah. Hey, get on our Facebook, YouTube, HCISD. All right, search for that. You'll find the live stream at 7:30 in case you can't be here tonight. So Hawk Army out there, the team, it's going to be a great game. Welcome to PSJA North to Bogus Stadium. We're excited for playoff football 2021. Can't get much better than that.
It doesn't.
Two. 2. 1, 2. 2. Yeah, this is it. 2. Better. Okay, so just keep it off for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention to our scoreboard for tonight's starting lineup? Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention to the Aquatic Center? After 10 long years, tonight, for the first time, we see our band with brand new uniforms. Ladies and gentlemen, walking in, the mighty Hawk Band! Ladies and gentlemen, Hawk fans and Raider fans, tonight the Valley Athletic Trainer Association will be taking donations for their 14th annual Fill the Helmet Drive, benefiting the Gridiron Heroes. Student athletic trainers from throughout the Valley will be around the stadium carrying football helmets to accept your kind donations. Gridiron Heroes Spinal Cord Injury Foundation was formed in 2003 with a specific mission to provide immediate as well as long-term resources and support to individuals sustaining catastrophic spinal cord injuries throughout activities associated with high school football. On behalf of the Valley Athletic Trainers Association, we'd like to thank Athletic Director Rob Davies and Harlingen CISD for allowing us to use their facilities and for the opportunity to do their part in helping Gridiron Heroes. Thank you and good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, our officials for tonight from the Rio Grande chapter, Tasso football officials are back judge Ronald Jackson, side judge Edgar Gonzalez, field judge Dion Gobellon Jr., line judge Vicente Reina, head linesman Jose Hinojosa, umpire Jose Gracia, and referee Juan Rodriguez are Rio Grande chapter Tasso football officials. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention to the middle of the field for our coin toss? Our captains for Harlingen South are number 5, Ernesto Garcia. Number 7, Elias Ledesma. Number 8, Alexander Cáceres. Number 10, Devin Montemayor. And number 44, Levi Inns. Representing PSJA North Raiders are number 1, Zachary Gonzalez. Number 4, Christian Ramirez. Number 7, Zach Lugo. Number 15, Santiago Peña. Number 74, Ramiro Martinez. And number 51, Joe Ray Jimenez. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Harlingen South cheerleaders. Cheerleader of the Week for October 29th, Cassidy Rodriguez. Cheerleader of the Week for November 5th, Ileana Flores. At this time, we also like to recognize our managers, Cecily Herrera and Serena Kay. Ladies and gentlemen, sophomore, first-year varsity, Hardy the Hawk, Madeline Molano. Senior, third-year returning varsity, NCAA All-American, UCA staff invite, two-time UCA All-American, Haiti the Hawk, Tristiana Reese. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Lauren Lynette Guerra. Junior, second-year returning varsity, Rayleigh Greer. Senior, second-year returning varsity, Summer Guevara. Sophomore, first-year varsity, UCA All-American, Ciara Heap. Senior, second-year returning varsity, Lily Guerra. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Amber Lynn Flores. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Emerson Williams. Junior, second-year returning varsity, Emma Castillo. Junior, second-year returning varsity, Abigail Aguirre.
Ref, Mike.
Senior, third-year returning varsity, UCA staff invite, Tori May Medina. Junior, second-year returning varsity, Ileana Flores. Junior, second-year returning varsity, Cassandra Salazar. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Valeria Limas. Senior, third-year returning varsity, Angelina Exenia. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Alyssa Castillo. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Cassidy Mackenzie Rodriguez. Senior, third-year returning varsity, UCA staff invite, two-time UCA All-American, Gianna Villarreal. Senior, third-year returning varsity, Holland Lofton. Junior, second-year returning varsity, NCAA All-American, Liberty Tiffin. Senior, third-year returning varsity, UCA staff invite, UCA All-American, Alex Gross. Senior, third-year returning varsity, UCA All-American, Caitlin Machin. Senior, third-year returning varsity, NCAA All-American, UCA staff invite, three-time UCA All-American, Maria Reese. Senior, third-year returning varsity, NCAA All-American, UCA staff invite, three-time UCA All-American, and your captain, Mariana Reese. Ladies and gentlemen, to show the spirit of sportsmanship and camaraderie, it is tradition for the hosting school to welcome the visitor school. Welcoming the PSJA Raiders, we have Student Council President Patricia Garza. Ladies and gentlemen, the school alma mater songs show a sense of pride. The songs are carried from present, past, and future alumni. Now we ask you to please rise for the playing of these honored school songs. And now with a response, we have Elijah Hernandez, Student Council President from PSJA North.
Good evening, Raider and Hawk fans. My name is Elijah Hernandez, and I am this school year's Student Body President at PSJA North Early College High School. On behalf of Ms. Lisa Diaz, our faculty, staff, and students, we'd like to thank Dr. Reyes, his staff, and students for welcoming us this evening. As a symbol of good sportsmanship, we would like to wish the Hawks the best of luck in tonight's matchup. We encourage both Raider and Hawk fans to remember that both teams have sacrificed time and effort to prepare for tonight's game. Once again, thank you for hosting us, and best of luck to both teams. And remember, long live PSJA North!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Harlingen High School South Alma Mater will be conducted by your Mighty Hawk Band. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please remain standing for our presentation of colors.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Cadet Captain Michael De La Cruz. Tonight, at the south end of the field, the flag detail from the Harlingen High School South Air Force Junior ROTC is led by Cadet Airman Ceci Herrera And at the center field, the presentation of colors is led by Cadet First Lieutenant Samuel Nieto.
While the national anthem is being sung, please stand and remove all hats. Place your right hand over your heart and remain silent until the last music note is sung. Veterans, it is appropriate to render a military salute. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Selena Charles, Choir Director at Vela Middle School, as she sings our national anthem. Thank you, and go Hawks!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome to tonight's broadcast. Joe, Aaron in the booth here. We're excited for tonight. Playoff football at Bogus Stadium in 2021. Harlingen South Hawks taking on the PSJA North Raiders all the way from the other end of the valley. Joe, this is an exciting game tonight. Undefeated South Hawks taking on PSJA North, a second from 31-6A on the other side of the valley. Two great teams coming to do battle tonight.
It's going to be a great game, Aaron. We got, like you said, it's going to be two teams that are going to go at it. It's going to be a great battle team. Here comes South Hawks coming out, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
You got 10-0 Hawks coming against the 8-2 PSJA North. You got a run attack. You got versus the versatile offense. You got it all. If you're joining out there at home, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out here in the stands, it's great. If you're out there watching this at home, I promise you, you're going to enjoy this game tonight.
Harlingen South getting to the field. You can see them here on your screen. They are excited. They're banging each other around. They're bumping each other up. They're hitting their shoulder pads and helmets, and they're ready to go. PSJA North on the other side doing the same thing. They're coming off a loss against Mission to round out their season. Only other loss other than that against Edinburgh Vela, arguably the best team in the valley, along with the South Hawks. It is going to be an awesome game, Joe. Hold on to your seats, folks. Hold on. Let's talk about keys tonight, Joe. Let's talk about keys for Harlingen South. What is it going to take for them to get the win?
Well, they're going to come out, Aaron, and they're going to do the same thing they've been playing. They're going to have that balanced attack on offense. They have Rivera. They got Ledesma, Xander Caceres and everybody. And the key runs with Gonzalez. And Moss Boston, we get to see him as well on the running game. They got a lot of weapons around the offense. That's going to be a very difficult task for their defense. But on the flip side, too, Aaron, they got a great running game, too.
Yep,
They got
that's
Gonzalez coming in, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher. And South is going to have their hands full with both the two-headed monsters that they carry as well. But the key for South today is stopping that run. That's going to be crucial. That's going to be key. If they can do that, they will come out victorious today.
All right, the North Raiders going to receive this kickoff here tonight, and so we will see the Raider offense, that running attack
off,
we're talking
number
about,
80,
and against
Esteban.
that South Hawk defense that has
Morales.
been stingy throughout the year. Will we see a different front from them as they get ready to go against this run-heavy offense? Here we go. We're on the clock, and it is Friday Night Lights in Bogus, and a big
the
hit to
return,
start
number
off
20,
down at the
Chris
25-yard
Archer.
line.
What better way right now to
On the stop, number 16, Mikey Gonzalez.
Right there, as you saw, they made a statement right now. They said, hey, we're going to take you down right here. And they made a strong statement right there with that tackle. I'll tell you what, that hurt me just by watching it right now.
All right, PSJA North in the all-white with those silver helmets, and South electing to go with their all-green, the mean green machine tonight here at Bogus Stadium. What a beautiful night it is indeed. Here we go, two running backs in the backfield. They got that pro set going on tight all around that line of scrimmage. Fullback, handoff to the tailback, gain of 1.
Yeah, I think that was going to be, I think that was 21 Gonzalez, and I think that's their premier back. And no, not. It was number 7. I think that was Montes, if I'm not mistaken.
Jack Lugo.
Lugo, there you go. Otherwise, they're
It'll be
starting to do
second
what they
down
normally
and
do,
about
they're
8
gonna come and
for the
they
Raiders.
don't hide it. They're going to come, and they're going to run, and they're going to run as they do best.
All right, we talked about whether or not South was going to show up with a different defense. It looks like they have not. They brought their linebackers to the line of scrimmage, as a matter of fact, Joe. Here we go. And this is going to be a pass downfield. Going to the trick back, wide open receiver, and he catches this one, and he's off to the races, across the 50-yard line, down to the 32-yard line or so, and that is a big hitter for the PSG North Raiders right off the bat.
On the reception for the reverse pass, number 84, Andre Montamoros.
I saw the wide receiver open right away, and there was nobody around him. Nobody saw him. And he was able to hit him on target and able to gain about 30, 40
Raiders
yards.
pick up a first down. It'll be first and 10 from the Hawk 32.
The South Hawks defense has allowed these kind of trick plays to open up already.
Andre Matamoros, the sophomore, number 84 on that grab. Handoff, right-hand side, pushing the pile. That's
Handoff
Lugo.
for
He's
number
going to
7
break
to the
it out to the
right-hand
20-15. One-man a beat to the pylon. Touchdown, North Raiders.
Touchdown,
Just
Raiders.
like that, Aaron, there's 2-3 plays down, and they were able to score 75 yards. That was Lugo, number 7, coming around the outside. Nearly went untouched, Aaron. And that's something that they're going to have to fix right away, because he went untouched for about a 35-yard touchdown for PSJA North.
We talked about this in pregame. We talked about how South, at times throughout the season, they kind of allow the other teams to get a couple of touchdowns almost as they're trying to warm up. I've never seen this before, though. Man, that North offense ran right through that defense, but they can't get behind early in the game, right? And so North comes out, and they take that, and they punch them in the mouth, and they got 7 on the board. We're not even into 2 minutes into the game, Joe.
That was a 1 minute and 15-second drive. 3 plays, 75 yards, Aaron. One trick play they got in, and then Lugo ran around the the right-hand side for the touchdown for about a 35-yard run. And I'll tell you what, Aaron, right now, South has got to be wondering, what are we going to have to do to stop this run? They've got to make their adjustments now and early, not at halftime, because and they've got to answer back right here, Aaron. I think they've got to come out and take a sustainable drive. Maybe not 1 minute and 15 seconds, but take 5-6 minutes off, wear that defense down. And puts us. You've got to put points on the board with this drive, in my opinion.
Well, I'll tell you what, the offensive coordinator for North came out with a great
for the Hawks,
game
number
plan. And I
7,
think we
Elias
did, Joe.
Lespa,
He was
number
able to
9,
use the
Jacob Cano,
aggressiveness
number 14,
because they knew they
Mesa.
came in expecting the run, and they brought their best of the best guys into the box. They were going to pressure. They're going to put a lot of pressure on the line of scrimmage. And I think the North offensive coordinator said, bring the pressure,
Robles.
and I'm going to beat you with a trick play downfield, and that's what he did.
Absolutely, and he did.
All right, here we go. South now. You got to respond. Elias Ledesma will pick this one up, and he's a speedster and can make things happen. Out to the 25. This is going to be a great game, folks. Thanks for joining us on this live broadcast. Out to the 42-yard line. Ledesma getting it started for the South Hawks.
Line. On the stop, number 1, Zachary Gonzalez. It'll be first and 10 for the Hawks at their own 40.
We said position and field position was going to be a key factor. This is where you want to start. You want to start at about the 41, 42-yard line, and you got 60, 59 yards to go into the to make a touchdown. And that's exactly what I think they have to do, is get the field position take this, the defensive, touchdown that they allowed already earlier. Just put it on your mind and let's go.
Okay, here we go. Xander Cáceres, he has had a great year, passing over 1,500 yards, leading the district. He's going to get a chance here, swings it out. That's Jeremiah Rivera, and he cannot hold on to. They're going to say incomplete pass.
Yeah, Aaron, I
Pass
think that was
is
actually a
incomplete.
wise play that it was
Second down.
because he was going to run into a brick wall. That might have been about a loss of 2 or 3, and they were coming out with that right screen for Rivera, which we hadn't seen in a couple of weeks. He hadn't played in a while. A little bit banged up, but he was going to come in ready, and he was going to come ready to go for the playoffs. But like I said, they've got the weapons, and they got the offensive power. They've got to start using them right here and get that momentum shifted.
All right, we got one-on-one here on the outside. You can see at the bottom of your screen, that's going to be something to watch out for. They're going to drop in a 2 safety deep, cover 2. Downfield, here comes the pressure. Cáceres cannot get rid of it. He stays on his feet somehow. Does he able? No, you can say he was down. And so he's going to mark him with a big-time loss.
That's going to be about a 9-yard loss. And they
Pass is incomplete.
Try to throw the ball
Right.
out of bounds to try to get an incomplete pass. But the referee was right there, and it looked like the knee was right down there. And not a way that you want to start right now. Right now we have not seen any of the running backs, Aaron, and that's showing me that South wants to go and show off some pass modes right now. And that's going to be interesting to watch here as we go along a little further.
Well, we have to understand that what you're looking at here is by district. So you've got 2 different districts, okay? And so South has seen all of 32 6A all season long in district play. North has seen 31 6A. There's different speeds in both of those districts. North right now is showing that the game speed and the up tempo is more on their favor. South is going to have to adjust. Cáceres downfield's got plenty of time. He's got a wide receiver open, chunks it up in the air, and he catches this one. It's an up 50-50 ball. Number 5 grabs it, flag on the play, but
On the reception.
Ernesto CJ Garcia comes down with it.
Well, that was a great
Number
play.
5, Ernesto Garcia.
That's a jump ball. Basically, what he said is
On
just
the
throw
stop,
it
number
out there
20,
and hoping his guy
Chris
would come down
Archer.
with it, and he did. And we got
interference. Number 20, defense.
So we got a pass
That penalty
interference
has
on the defense.
Result
So
of the play.
they're going to
First
decline
down,
that.
Harlingen South.
So that's
And that
exactly
is a
what South
Harlingen
needed to do to
South
respond
Hawk.
on a third
First down.
That was a great play. And, you threw it up there and hopefully and pray for the best. And it came out to be the best in their favor. Now they got a first down at the 33-yard line.
They were going backwards real fast, Joe,
Real quickly.
and that big-time 50-50 ball, CJ Garcia comes down with it, and that was a big-time play. They're going to go safety 1 deep, and so they're going to play the run on this one up the middle. I think it was
number 1,
Jeremiah Rivera, Joe, and he
Rivera up the
almost
middle.
gets the first down.
That was
On the
Jeremiah
stop, number
Rivera up the
22,
middle
Sebastian
for about a
Robles.
9-yard gain.
Rivera picks
And,
up
that's-
second
now we're
and
starting to
2
see that
for the
run.
Hawks.
They're hurrying up, Aaron. They're going to come with a quick offense. No huddle.
They're going to blow that one dead, Joe, before they can even get going. They're going to say timeout, South Hawks.
Prior to the snap, timeout, PSJA North. This is their first of the half.
Okay. Well, PS said, you see the official, he was like, timeout, and he pointed towards South. That I was like, why would they go no huddle, then call it timeout? But anyway, it's going to be PSJ North with a timeout.
I was thinking the same thing, but that was a great timeout on their part. Slow things down right now because it seems like right now South just got a lot of momentum with that 3rd and 18 and converted to 3rd and 18. You don't get to see that, Aaron. You don't see that a lot, and you got that conversion here right now. So good job on their part to kind of slow things down a little bit. And adjust the defense maybe a little bit and try to come up with something here to slow down that offense.
When, South is able to punch this one in here pretty quickly, right? Of course, we talked about North Raiders scored within 1 minute and 15 seconds. If the South can come and punch one in, it's basically 0-0 again because we're still super early in this ball game. And so this is the response that South needed because PSG only come out firing, y'all, and they were ready to get this game going on. Second down, and they're going to say 2. Ball on the 25-yard line. South Hawks now. Cáceres in the backfield. Marcos Gonzalez, he'll get the call this time up the middle, and what a play there by the defensive tackle, 77 of the North Raiders.
Yeah, they were all over number 77.
Marcos Gonzalez up the middle. On the stop, number 77, Marcus Hernandez. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Hawks.
I think they're going to try to establish that run early here. So now they got a decision here to come out with a play to try to get that first down. I think right now, the way they are, I do believe it's 2-down territory. In my opinion, if they don't get it here, I think they would have to go for it. Field goal will be a little too long. So we'll see what happens.
You're saying they're already at 4-down territory this early in the game, Joe? You may be right because North looks to roll. 3rd down and 4, looking to convert here in first down. Gossett is going to pass quick. Elias Ledesma in and out of his hands. That's incomplete.
4th
That
down.
was an incomplete, and that was a little bit too fast and too sharp there, Aaron. I think right now Cáceres has a little bit of the jitters right now, and he just kind of He lasered that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it did touch his hands, like we always say, but it was kind of quickly and unexpected that fast. And it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. And I agree with this call. It's too long for a field goal, too short for a punt, and let's do it. You've got to get that momentum, get back, and do something about it right now.
All right, they got number 4, Ethan Garza, looks to be in the backfield right now for the Hawks. That's a new name in a new position for us up here in the booth. This time Rocho's right. He wants him out of the backfield. He does get it. Flag on the play, however, and so we'll see if it stands. If it does, it's first down. If not, it may be PSG North football.
Yeah, well,
On the stop,
way,
number
it's
8,
a first down,
Nicholas
they have to make a
Gaona.
decision,
We have
but
penalty
usually
markers
when
on the
it comes to
field.
that, it's either a defensive play. It looked like it to me that there might have been a defensive hold, but we'll see. I'm not the referee here.
Prior to the pass, holding number 20.
Oh, it's going on defense. Decline that, and it'll be
decline.
first down,
Result
South
of
Hawks.
play,
Who
first
is
down,
number 4,
Harlingen
Joe?
South.
Ethan Garza.
That is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down.
He doesn't play a whole
No, he
lot,
doesn't.
But he does come in, maybe on 3rd downs, and maybe this is something that Coach Gonzalez is just kind of, hey, let's show him different
Yeah,
looks.
see a mismatch perhaps.
And he might have. And like we said, we called a defensive hold, and it was correct. And I got a first down at about the 14-yard line, 13-yard line.
All right, here we go. First down, man in motion. That's Ethan Garza. Cáceres wants to snap, looks downfield, wants to pass. He's going to step out. Here he goes, rolling to his left. Now back to his right. The pressure's coming. 77's after him. He lets this one fly. Corner of the end zone. Incomplete out of the hands of the receiver.
Down.
Yeah, he was running. That's what you call a coverage area because he had nowhere to throw. Offensive line did a heck of a job to haul those big guys up there up front for PSJA. You had number 77 coming around the left-hand side, but there was nowhere to throw, and he could just try to make something happen and threw it in the back of the end zone. And unfortunately, came an incomplete pass. So now they're going to come and have to regroup here on 2nd down. They can still get a first down, though.
Well, this defense of PSG North doing a good job so far of holding number 77. He's been all over the place. That's Marcus Hernandez. He's a sophomore. He's been doing a good job, especially putting some pressure on the quarterback. Cáceres now shotgun formation, 2nd down. And here we go. Handoff, left-hand side. This is a big running back power. This time he goes up in the air and down short of the first down marker.
Yeah, that was going to be
on the stop, number 26.
No, that's
for the Raiders.
Jason
Montes. Number 33. I'm sorry.
It'll bring up 3rd down for the Hawks.
Half those yards back though. Now it's going to make it a manageable 3rd and 5. And right now, we're starting to see a little bit of the versatile, maybe a little bit of run, some passing, Aaron. And this is going to be an interesting play coming up in a 3rd and 5. With 7-11 left to play in the first quarter. We got a pretty exciting game here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, HCISD, KHGN, bringing you this game here live this evening, and it is a good one, and it's going to get even better. 3rd down here for the South Hawks. Can they punch one in? Blitz on the outside here. They're going to hold off. Handoff up the middle.
Gonzalez up the middle, across the 5
right
to
around
the
that
3-yard
first down
line.
marker, Joe. I don't know. They're going to call it short.
That looked like it's going to be about
on the stop, number 26.
I don't know, Aaron. That's going to be a difficult.
Jason Montes. It'll bring up 4th down and about 1.5 for the Hawks.
Quickly. And I think Harlingen South is going to end up going for it. I think they feel they can get a yard with their offensive push. They do have some big guys up front, and they've got some big linemen up there, and they're going to do it.
All right, here we go. Going for it on 4th down and 1. Ball on the 4-yard line. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Cáceres now. Snap up the middle. Gonzalez going to power his way. He should have enough on the forward progress.
Gonzalez up the middle.
Depending on where they mark him, I think they're going to say first down. First down.
That's going to be a 1st and goal.
Leading the charge, number 77, Marcus Hernandez for the Raiders.
The headlinesman holding up that 1.
That's the important one to see.
That is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down!
South Hawks here. And that was a good call, right? Just pounded right.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Hawks.
Hit him right in the middle.
From the 4.
How important was that 50-50 jump ball, Joe? Because they were going backwards. I think it was like 3rd down and long, and he heaved that one up. CJ Garcia went up and got it.
I was just thinking about that on this drive. If they score 7, how important is that going to come out later on?
That was an epic turn on this drive. Cáceres now in that shotgun. He's got 2 running backs. Gonzalez will get the call again. Look at him just kind of slugging his way
up
through.
The middle, picks up
but he'll
about
fall
2.
short of the goal line.
Yeah, it's going to be about a yard shy. He ran around the right-hand side, able to get about a yard. But right now the defense is playing very tight. The offensive line is getting a little bit of push on there, but he's, he got maybe about a yard. And I think they're going to, when you got Gonzalez in there, I would try him at least another time because it's very hard to stop.
He's gaining about 1 to 2 yards every carry, and so now you're on the 2-yard line. This is the one that should get in if you're South Hawks. So they're going to switch it up. They're going to give it to number 6.
Touchdown!
Is that Moss there with a touchdown?
Hawks.
I think it is, Aaron.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Look at the
He
size
changed
of
numbers on us again,
On
Joe.
the score, number 6, Carlos
Yes.
Mossball.
Yeah.
And he went back to number 6, and I love what they did there, putting both of them in there. It's a very hard duel to stop. They're going to hit it to Moss or they're going to hit it to Gonzalez. Yep. And that's exactly how they played it, and they played it well. And good job. A good play calling right now by Gonzalez and staff right now for the South Hawks.
They did take quite a bit of time off the clock on that one because, remember, North came out a minute and 15 only, and so the South Hawks are taking about 6 minutes off the first down clock, and that's kind of what they do. And so they responded quickly, and they're able to get back to 0-0 essentially after PSJA North. If you weren't here in the beginning, I mean, they smoked the South Hawks in that first drive. 3 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. Shocked everybody, but the South Hawks dug in, and they got back to work, and they responded.
And they responded in a big way, and coming back with a touchdown, I think it's going to be a really good, I think that was a game changer right there as well as far as the momentum is concerned.
They're going to look back at that 50-50 ball to CJ Garcia, Joe.
I think that's going to be a crucial point of whatever the outcome of the game is, for South at least. It's going to come out to that one drive where they answered back on a 3rd and 18.
Yes.
And
yeah, there you go.
threw the ball up for grabs. 50, like you said, the 50-50 jump ball. That's all you can say, ladies and gentlemen.
And usually that works when you have a real tall receiver. CJ Garcia is not a very tall receiver, but, man, he had some hops on that one and high pointed the football and is able to get it. So, all right. Man, I'm excited, Joe. We saw 2 great offensive drives by both of these teams. Of course, give credit to PSJA North defense because they made South really earn that one, okay?
Absolutely.
But North and that offense, we kept saying run the ball, ground and pound type team, classic running football team, and they came out with a little flea flicker and took one in the house, got close and then ran on the outside.
Kicking off number 80.
And so this offense is looking pretty sharp. Here we go. It's exciting. Stay with us here. 7-7 is your score. Picked up around the 14-yard line, brought out to the 27, and that's where the North Raiders will start.
Yeah, absolutely. The special teams playing a factor as well. Right now, I think South has the edge on the special teams, and right now, Aaron, field possession is going to be
on the stop number 29.
That is number
Abelardo
10.
Garza.
Official timeout for an injury.
That is Devin Montemayor.
Clock operator.
He's an important piece of that defense, Joe. Montemayor. We usually call his name a couple times a game, and so hopefully for him, nothing major.
Let's just hope it's a cramp. If anything, you never want to see anybody get injured in the game.
5 minutes, 13 seconds.
All right. Hey, hats off to our KHGN crew here this evening, Joe, and you're just doing a great job of bringing you this live video and audio in this playoff game this weekend. And, we're here in Harlingen, folks. For those of you who are just Harlingen fans, period, we got a doubleheader. We got tonight, and then we have the Cardinals tomorrow here at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to be – we got a strong weekend here of football here in the Valley, Ayrton, and here in Bogus Stadium. We got a chance to see 2 good games.
Thank you.
And we had a little bit of clock problems here. And we're going to see a great game here tonight, and we're going to see a great game here tomorrow, here in the afternoon, Saturday at 2 o'clock. So, Aaron, we've never done a back-to-back game before, I don't think, And,
not like this.
It's not like this. This is going to be fun, I think,
All right, Devin Montemayor is up, and that's a great sign. Be able to just kind of hobble off the field a little bit, but it looks like nothing major. Hopefully, we're hoping for that, obviously, for any of our players here tonight on both sides of the football, and just hoping for the best, and they stay healthy tonight. So,
yeah, absolutely. You never want to see somebody go down,
no,
especially in the playoff
game. Yeah, exactly.
Senior year, But I hope he gets some moving around and. So here we go.
Well, they're going to have to plug and play here on the defense. He's an integral part. They're going to bring some fresh legs in. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. Power style. He's got it on the outside. Check. He fooled me up here in the booth, y'all. Number 3 has got that one on the outside. And that just goes to show you. Sergio Aparicio, another sophomore, Joe.
They've got some sophomores running around. I think everybody got fooled on that one. I did. Looked like they faked it out to was Gonzalez, number 21. I think it's the first time we've seen him in there. And then he just took it around the edges there and he got a first down. Fooled everybody. They're coming out with some trick plays here.
They are, kind of little option play there. And man, I'm impressed so far with this offense. First down and 10 now. So essentially right now they're going like a wishbone almost. Look at this, right up the middle again, carry about 5 yards.
Yeah, I think that was number 21. That's Gonzalez, I think. Yeah, that's Gonzalez. I think that's their workhorse.
Yeah.
That's their workhorse. This gentleman has gotten over 1,000 yards this season, averaging over 7.3 yards a carry. I believe he's got about 11 touchdowns in there. So he's their featured back, and then got to stop this guy.
All right, I formation now. Lugo now in the blocking running back position. He's going to break this one out to the 30, 25, 20. He could go all the way, folks, down to the 5. He's in for a touchdown, barring any flags. He goes all the way, number 21, Isaac Gonzalez.
Isaac Gonzalez, we talked about
on the score, number 21, Isaac Gonzalez.
The guy averages 7 yards a carry. He runs right up the gut, and he does it, and it opened up. And South has got to make some adjustments here, because right now they're running at will, and they've got 3-headed monster on there right as well too. So they've got to do something to maintain that middle, because that's the second time they ran pretty much right up the gut on there, and Aaron, that looked easy.
All right, 4:27 remaining in the first quarter. 13-7 pending the extra point. It is up, and it is good. So 14-7 is your score here. The North Raiders dominating early on in the first quarter with a running offense that, quite frankly, Joe, South has not seen this year. Quite frankly, nobody in District 32 6A has seen this type of offense. Once they get back on the field, you'll see what I mean. But they're running a triple option, Joe, for most of the time. That one they did off the I formation.
Absolutely.
But most of the time they're running a triple option. So that means that the quarterback can either give, right? And so that means that everybody on defense has to stay in their assignments and stay in their lanes. And it is assignment football. And if you lose your guy, that's what happens.
Yeah, and right now we're not seeing that. They're over pursuing some of the gaps. And, and this is the thing, Eric, we have not seen number 26, and that's Montes. That's their number 2 their running back as far as yardage and everything concerning the season. We haven't even seen him yet, and right now it's difficult to stop the run. So adjustments need to be made, and South absolutely has to come right now, Aaron. And they've got to answer back and then put some points on the board just as North did.
All right, here we go, folks. 14-7, the Raiders have scored twice, almost at will. South does have a touchdown as well. They had to work a little bit harder for theirs, but they were able to get on the board after a big 50-50 catch that got them sprung for a first down and then eventually a touchdown. So South Hawks are going to need to settle back in again and respond yet again. This is what we talked about, right? We talked about how South Hawks, throughout the season, they've kind of are a second half team, Joe. Early on, they've been down before the Cardinals, been down before Los Fresnos, been down in San Benito, right? And so they have a tendency sometimes to let themselves go down before they climb back up into it. And we're saying you can't do that against this type of PSJA North team.
Not in the playoffs, Aaron. I absolutely agree with you. This is where you have to come out strong and play 4 quarters.
They got to get back to 0-0 on this drive. Ledesma now, he can make things happen. 25. He can flip the script in a second, and he'll take it out to about the 34-yard line or so. And Southhawks will have a chance to respond yet again.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out. They're going to have to make some adjustments on offense, get that running game going, getting that pass attack going. Yeah, but right now, put the good thing, if you could say there's a good thing about this, is that they're scoring really quickly, Rivera is, and their defense has been out there playing pretty,
That's true.
So this might be benefiting South right now as far as the defense is concerned, but they've got to stop that offense.
Well, here's the Harlingen South offense for you right here. Just in 2 drives, you saw a running back heavy set. Now you're going to see spread offense with 5 wide receivers. Incomplete pass. But that's what they can do, Joe. They can switch it up. You stop one thing, they'll move to another.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got plenty of weapons. That was a pass intended to Jeremiah Rivera. Throwing a little bit too fast, too hard out there. But eventually what they've got to do is just kind of settle down, get their game plan going, and just start executing. We all know they can do it. They have the weapons. They got the firepower. I think they're right now playing a little jittery, and maybe being behind might
get him going here. Spread offense again. No one in the backfield except for Cáceres. Here comes the pressure. Jeremiah Rivera, and he just overthrows him, but heavy pressure by number 44 on the outside, John Castro.
That was a good pressure by John Castro. He came up the middle, Aaron. Seemed to be untouched, and South right now, somebody's missing some of the assignments, and you don't want to see a 3rd and long. And right now they have had 2 incomplete passes in this drive, and they've put themselves in a hole at a 3rd and 10. They've got to get back, I think, in my opinion, get back to that running game and start chopping those down.
Well, and they haven't tried to go downfield. Both passes have been like little 2-yard bubbles also. Here we go. He's got 3 men down. He's got man-to-man on the outside. He's going to go Jeremiah Rivera because there was cushion on him, so that means he can run in space. He does. Right around that first down marker, we'll see where they mark it down.
That's going to be close. It looks like they're moving the chains, Aaron.
Yep.
And that's going to be a first down. Hawks needed that. They're coming in with a no-huddle offense and see if they can catch PSJA North's defense off guard.
They're going right back to it. 5 receivers, 3 up top, 2 on the bottom. Cáceres now quick hitter on the outside. Rivera again the target. He's out about 8-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to have to use Rivera, Ledesma, and they're coming out and they're moving down. That was about an 8-yard gain. It was a good right-hand side pass, and they're moving the ball. This is what you want to do is try to catch that defense off guard. Might be a little bit winded, maybe a little tired because they got a good long drive. And they're getting another dose right now.
This may be a chance to test the one-on-one on the outside receivers, right? You have down here number 4, Ethan Garza. On the top side, you got one also, but he's going to go inside this time. Number 5, that's CJ Garcia, and that's a first down Hawks.
That's going to be a first down. They're going to move the change, and that was number 5, CJ Garcia, on about a 7-yard reception. And right now, they're taking those bits and pieces, unlike PSJ getting the big chunks. South is doing it in bits and pieces, and I like what they're doing.
And they're also taking time off the clock. Down to 3:32 in the first quarter, 14-7 North on top of South. But South is coming back. First down now. Handoff. Rivera in the running back position takes a cut, and he'll go down a gain of 1.
Yeah, it's going to get a gain on 1. Not a whole lot of blocking. They read that one pretty good. The PSJA North defense swarmed up to the right-hand side, was able to stop him for a gain of yard because he's a very dangerous running back receiver, Aaron.
Here we go again. Cáceres, lone man in the backfield. Ledesma stepping back. So does Rivera. Now he's going to look downfield. Rushing. Connects. Look at that. CJ Garcia. Oh, did he drop that one? I think he dropped it.
He dropped
big
it
hit there by the defender.
That was a big hit. And he was able to drop it. It looks like he's shaking up a little bit. He got one of them blindsided hits, and he didn't expect that coming.
Field is an incomplete pass. Third down.
So it's going to be a third down and about 9 yards, Aaron, and South has got to come up with some answers right now. And this drive, we've seen all passing. We don't see no Gonzalez, no Wasbas.
Yep.
So this is pretty much a passing situation. It looks like in the first one, we saw a little bit of mix of both. And right now, we're seeing no running backs up there. So that's telling the defense they're going to pass.
All right, here we go. Third down for the Southhawks. Gossett is commanding the line of scrimmage. Steps back now. He's got 2 wide receivers left. He's got 2 right. Looking downfield, wants to pass. Pump fake, lets one go, but no one is going to be there. He throws it way out of bounds. I think that pressure was coming, Joe, and he just got rid of it.
He got rid of it, Aaron. The receivers didn't even know the ball was in the air. They were just still running their routes, and they're getting some of that pressure. And it looks like South is going to go for it. No, they're sending the punting unit in. I think they wanted to, but right now, Sandro Cáceres is having a little time throwing some of these passes.
And that's not normal, Joe, because in the early in the season especially, we would see that sometimes in the first half he would struggle to get on rhythm, struggle to get his timing, struggle to get a touch on the football, and then he would just show up in the second half and everything was accurate. But you know, towards the end of the season, he kind of got out of that pattern, but it looks like tonight he's kind of back in that again.
Absolutely.
Here's the punt now. The Raiders will get a chance. They're going to get away from this one. It's going to take a Raider bounce. And they'll have their toughest field position start of the night, the Raiders. But, man, 2 drives, Joe, and they've been able to convert pretty easily.
You know, we talked about field position being a factor, but yeah, actually the way PSJA is running that offense, it's not a factor. They're pretty much running that wheel in any direction. It can be deep in the middle. They've got to make those adjustments right now because this is the first punt. And the way it's looking right now, they have no answer to stop yet that PSJA power offense, that running game that they have there.
Okay, here we go. Number 21. He had the touchdown last one, Isaac Gonzalez. And he's in that I formation right now. So they're going to go that pro set handoff. Bounces it, spins out. Great job there in closing speed by, I think that's number 32, Caleb Anaya, and he gets a tackle.
That was a good play by Anaya, number 32, and the thing took him down for about a 2-yard loss. You don't see that too much. Watching film on these guys, he didn't have a lot of plays that were negative, Aaron.
No.
I can promise you that. So that's a good stand right now, being now second and 12. They can stand here again and force a pass. I think it'll come in Hawks' favor.
All right, here we go. Hawks going again with a lot of linebackers in the box, playing defensive line as well, trying to get to the quarterback. That's Moss Boss, and he's got a quarterback sack.
You know, if you can't use him on the run, use him as a defense. We've seen that happen in Bird Bowl. He was disruptive down the middle, and this is exactly what they need. This is a 3rd and 21 here. And South Hawks have been pushing them back, and if they can stand here, they're going to get the ball back in really good field position right now. So let's hope they can. That defense is playing hard, and they made some adjustments here.
All right, South Hawks now going with that one safety deep. They're crowding the box. Almost everybody is up on the line of scrimmage. They're expecting the run. And even at that, Lugo's going to bust off a nice one, loses the helmet in the process, but just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down.
It's going to be about 4th down and 9 there. He got back to almost a little bit past the original line of scrimmage, but I think they were playing possession there. They were hoping to get 8-9 yards and maybe try to break one. But, now they're going to punt the ball. And South should get the ball in really good field position, especially you got a very dangerous guy in the back there here, Ledesma, number 7 for the South Hawks. And he's going to need a good return because right now South is going to need some good position and come back and try to put this to a tie game.
Well, we talked in pregame about how on paper these two teams. Oh, look at this. The punter's going to get hit but it's a tip ball, so that's perfectly clean. And the South Hawks are going to have excellent field position here about the 31-yard line.
Even for being a tipped or
wow.
blocked punt, he still got it off and still the bounce still, special teams. We talked about how important that one was going to be. And that one right now, South Hawks are winning the special team battle. And they were able to get there. I think it was a muffled punt, the snap.
Yeah.
And he was the South Hawks were able to get there pretty quickly. But Aaron, they punt the ball earlier in the last possession. They were able to move a little bit. Then it stalled. This is a key drive. They've got to get back here and put some points on the board, in my opinion.
I was just about to say that special teams were going to play a crucial part in the game, and there you go. South Hawks get this one. 1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line. Now they go back with a running back in the backfield again, Marcos Gonzalez, and he likes to get the football out of this, but in this time, Cáceres is going to go downfield. Got a man, Jeremiah Rivera on the outside. I'm sorry, that's number 9, but that was just way over his head, Joe.
That was way over his head. We talked about it earlier, and right now, Cáceres is out of sync right now. He's not throwing the ball pretty good. He needs to start,
second down for the Hawks.
Get these jitters out of the way. It's his first playoff game for these guys. A lot of them, they haven't made the playoffs in years, so a lot of it is a lot of jitters maybe, but they've got to get this game under control. And Rivera's got to start hitting those targets, though, because he's dangerous when he does, Aaron. We've seen him happen. He's got plenty of weapons out there.
All right, South Hawks now, to me, in my opinion, one of the most talented teams here in the Valley this year. They got to put it together. Marcos Gonzalez up the middle. Now he starts to push the pile. He'll gain 5 yards on the carry.
And that's what you want to do. Is
on the
just
stop, number 77.
Pile and push it. Get
Marcus
5 yards.
Hernandez.
Get 5 yards every carry.
It'll bring up 3rd down for the Hawks.
Well. But that's what you want to do is wear down that defense. And I think they got to get right now with Cáceres being a little jittery. I think they've got to establish that runner and use Moss Boss, use Gonzalez, and try to establish that running game going on right now, because right now the pass attack, it's not working.
All right, 3rd down coming up for the Hawks. 5 yards to go. Can they get it? Cáceres now with 2 running backs in the backfield. Gonzalez, no, he's going to keep it. Now he's going to pass it out. Ledesma on the sideline. I think he got the toe tap, Joe, and that should be a 1st down Hawks.
He got that toe tap, and he was in 1st down. Ball was still a little high, though. It was Ledesma came down with it. He came down with it, and knew where the area was. And maybe Xander's getting a little rhythm going on. He needs it right now. And that was a great passing catch by Ledesma as well.
All right, 1st and 10 now, Hawks. They're trying to roll. They're trying to respond still to that last touchdown by the Raiders. They're down 14-7. Marcos Gonzalez
across the 10 down to
inside
about the
the
9-yard
tackles,
line.
8, maybe even 9 yards on that game.
On the stop, number 12.
I saw that hole opened up.
Jesse Montes. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Hawks.
It closed pretty quickly, but he was able to get about 8 yards. And I think it's going to be the end of the 1st quarter, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, they're doing a good job. They're taking those bits and pieces and running with it. And the defense maybe already found their adjustments, because they had a really good, impressive stop on the last drive. So right now it's 14-7. Hawks knocking on the door with 2nd quarter about to get underway.
Man, what an exciting 1st quarter we've had of football here at Bogus Stadium tonight. It's been an immense joy. I've loved every second of it, Joe. It's been a great game so far. We said in pregame that this was going to be a good game, that on paper, both of these teams, even though South is undefeated, North has 2 losses. The 2 losses that North has are quality losses, in my opinion. One to Vela, one to Mission. And so we knew that this was going to be a fight tonight, Joe.
Yeah, there was no way, even being district champions, Aaron, this was going to be easy.
No.
We knew that. We said that in the pregame, and South is finding out right now, being behind in the playoffs. This is a tough team.
All right, here we go. South Hawks down 14-7. Cáceres passes. Ledesma, touchdown. Hawks on the slant up the middle.
number 7,
executed
Elias
play.
Ledesma.
Nobody covered Ledesma. Xander Caceres threw a laser right at him and was able to get in for the score, Aaron, and a point away, an extra point away from tying this game. Aaron, it looks right now, being in the second quarter, I could safely say I think we got a shootout.
Yes. Well, right now it is, but I'm going to tell you what. Here's the thing. Here's my prediction for the rest of the game. Of course, PSJA North is in this game, so is South. But, you know, I said if South has a tendency to be a second-half team, Joe, and really they had to stay with North early in this game. I felt that they could stay with North, even get to halftime at even or even one ahead, then South could kind of take away and run within the second half. So, all that to be said, a lot of football left to play, but this is a step in the right direction for South because they have been, but they haven't broken because PSJA North showed up to play tonight.
They sure did. And we got a couple of flags out there in the special teams. I haven't seen what the referees. Here we go.
Result of the play. The try was good. Personal foul. Leaping, number 22 of the defense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
That's going to be a 15-yard adjustment on the kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. What that means, I wouldn't be surprised if you see an onside kick now, Aaron, because you got the ball really down here flaying away in this position. So we'll see what kind of special teams they come up with because they're gonna do a pooch kick or something. But when you get those 15 yards, you can start planning. Okay, we can try an onside. We can do a pooch kick and see if it works. Because even if they recover it, it's still further down and deep in their territory. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Joe, honestly. You know, as I'm looking at it, looking where the official is. So North Raider's like, oh, we're way back there, you know. So that leaping, by the way, you cannot try to hurdle the offensive line on a kick, right? You can't do that. And so sometimes you get assisted. Sometimes guys will jump on someone's thigh or back to get over. And so that's what the penalty was, by the way, which puts people in danger. You got cleats flying around, stuff like that. So that's what the penalty was, leaping. If those who want it, well, I thought they jumped. Well, that's okay, but they can't try to hurdle and or jump over the line of scrimmage, okay?
Absolutely. And you see, now you're kicking at their 45.
Kicking off for the Hawks, number 80, Esteban Morales.
35, 30.
35 yards, 30-yard
At
line.
best, yeah.
A pooch kick, then that's what those things allow you to do when you get that personal foul on the extra point.
Now, the only thing that would kind of hold me back was how well this defense for South Hawks performed when North was backed up against their own end zone, right? And so you may just want to get them deep and see they're going to get the ball at the 13. So the last time they had North in this position, North could not get out of it. And so maybe they're just saying, like, the defense can kind of play downhill a little bit.
And that's a good point, Aaron. And right now, you said earlier in the last drive, they were pinned there about the same, you know, and South was able to push it back.
They went backwards, yeah.
And 2 plays. And then, you know, Rivera came back. PSJA North came back and was able to get some of that chunk back. But right now, it's all about possession. And South has got to make some of those adjustments. And they did in the last drive, Aaron. Let's see what happens on this drive.
All right, here we go. Look at this. All that defense is on the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a bad snap, something right there went down, but 2nd down and 10. But look how all that green is on the line of scrimmage, Joe.
Yeah, they're going to try to sponge it up in the middle because right now PSJA North is running in the middle. And they do run around the edges sometimes.
They do.
But a lot of their things are opening holes right between the tackles.
And even when they go on the edge, like you said, it's kind of right at the tackles also. Lugo, he's kind of their power back I'm seeing, but he does have that
number
speed.
7 up the middle.
Yes, and see now we got a 3rd and
on the stop number 35.
And
Andrew Luna.
Like the guy, he's the one that looks like he runs.
It'll be 3rd down for the Raiders.
Yep.
80% of their runs right now, Aaron, are right between the tackles.
Yes.
So that's why South is trying to close those gaps and bunch it up a little bit. So this is a very crucial 3rd down. Because right now it doesn't seem like anybody can stop one another. You know, if South stops them again and scores, they got the momentum change.
Well, this is where South has to be careful of the play action. Oh, that's going to go against North. That's going to push them back 5 yards. I was just about to say South has to be careful, Joe, because they have everybody up on the line of scrimmage. You know, North could run a play action and then run a slant, even a mid slant, and there's nobody behind to cover and can break a long one. So. Yeah. But when I was about to say that false start, instead they go back 5 yards.
So I think they're just going to run the ball and try to, of course you're going to try to get the 1st down that you want to do. But they're going to just try to run it, and they're going to hopefully pray for a break.
Okay, here we go. PSJA North, 3 receivers to the right. 3rd down and 10. He's going to quarterback draw up the middle. And gains about 4 yards or so, but 4th down coming up.
The ball
it looks
carrier
like
number
the
3
punt
up the
team's
middle,
on the field.
Sergio Aparcio.
Yeah, that was a quarterback. That was a design.
On the stop number 35, Andrew Luna. It'll be a 4th down for the Raiders.
Pass, And a lot of times it opens the middle up, and it opened it up for about 5 yards. And those things can go a lot of, like you said, Aaron, there was nobody in the middle there. So if the line didn't make that stop, that was going to be a first down.
All right, got number 2 running back here, Jaden Galindo for the Hawks. He's like, hey, where's Ledesma? Okay, I'll go return that one. And they're going to switch Ledesma on. Low snap, but he's able to kick this one away. And Ledesma's going to field this one, surprisingly. And he gets away from that, surprisingly, 45-50.
On the return, number
breaks
7
it up,
across the
fumble.
45.
The ball is on the ground, but I think South Hawks fell on top of it, Joe.
It looks like they did. They had a couple of the players
Yep.
there.
Woo, that was a close one.
That was a close one. He got hit blindsided in there.
Yeah, good hit.
You got to protect that ball because he got hit on the left-hand side and did not expect that hit coming in, and the ball's not being protected there. But that's a good break for, a lucky break for the South Hawks, and didn't turn off the ball over because those turnovers are they could be a crucial play, an outcome for the game at least.
All right, we've got a little bit of everything so far tonight. We've seen running, we've seen passing, we've seen fumbles, we've seen special teams plays. It's been a good one. 9:55 remaining in the first half. 14-14 your score, all tied up here at Bogus Stadium, first round of the Texas State football playoffs. Pump fake, he wants him to go downfield. He's got one wide open. CJ got to see it to the end zone, touchdown, but there is a flag on the play, Joe.
And it's going to be a
We got
holding.
penalty markers.
Personal foul. Illegal hands to the face. Number 75 of the offense.
Wow.
15-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Wow.
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, if you're a Hawk fan, that really hurts right there.
The flag came out way before the play happened, so it wasn't like, it happened really quickly. We didn't get to see it because the play was just happening as it happened. But 15 yards, wow.
Yeah, William Holscher there, number 75, and I think his argument is that there was probably a little bit of both guys involved in that.
And it probably was.
Probably was.
Yeah.
But the officials saw him, and that's all it takes. But what a great job there by Xander on that pump fake, and then that released CJ Garcia downfield. And so, man, PSJA North, they're going to say safeties take a few steps back just in case, and that's exactly what they did right there. First down now. Dump off to Ledesma, trying to follow a blocker, trying to get
Pass
through
complete to
the
number
wall
7,
of white jerseys,
Elias
and he picks up a
Ledesma.
good chunk. Look at him
still
still
on his
moving
feet
the
across the
pile,
45.
trying to get to that original line of scrimmage, and he does.
Wow, that is outstanding on that offensive line to give that push, Aaron. He got most of those yards back. He got about 14 of those 15 yards back. Now you have a second and imaginable play. Wow, that was impressive. Good job on you got to give credit to all that offensive line.
That was a team effort.
74, 77, 75. All you guys, if any of the fans are watching at home, those guys did a heck of a job right now.
There was a flag on the play, though, Joe.
There was.
And it came late, though. That's the thing. It may be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
There is no foul on the play.
Oh, no foul.
Result of the play. Second down.
All right, so they do get almost to the original line of scrimmage, so
Yeah.
second down and 11.
That was designed to go 5-6 yards, Aaron, and they ended up going about another 9 after that. I mean, you just saw the guys get pushed. Ledesma didn't go down either, and you got his lineman, weighing, almost 300 pounds, pushing you.
Yep.
You nowhere else to go but forward.
Second down, team effort there by the South Hawks. And they got 5 wide receivers. Xander showing blitz on the outside. They're going to bring it. Well blocked, though, but here comes the pressure. And he's going to try to get one downfield into the hands of a PSJA North Raider defender, and that is intercepted. That's number 24
Pass
on the
is
interception
intercepted by
for the
number
Raiders. I'll get
24,
your name.
Leroy
Leroy Palacios,
Palacios.
a sophomore.
Sophomore Leroy Palacios, bad play, bad throw. Actually, Xander had a running lane to go. He could have possibly gotten the first down if he would have just kept running. And he was running against, he's a right-handed runner, and he's throwing against that grain area. We've talked about how difficult it is to throw when you're running
Left
on
as
left
a righty.
As a
Yep.
righty, exactly. And that's not it's not what you want to see. This first turnover of the game.
All right, PSJA North. They looked like they were stumped there for a couple of drives, Joe. They had two drives that scored, 2 drives with nothing. Now they get a chance. Trying to get it on the edge. The quarterback's going to take it himself. He's got speed, and he is able to keep his feet.
Quarterback
And that's a
keeper to the
big-time,
left-hand
maybe
side, number
18-yard
3.
gain for the
That's an
quarterback.
18-yard
Sergio
gain. Nobody
Aparicio.
saw him. Everybody was looking. The play was going to go down the middle. They've got to keep an eye on the ball, Aaron, because right now he ran around the outside.
Raiders pick up a
Everybody
first down.
looked
It'll be
puzzled,
first
like,
and
who has
10.
the ball. And it turned out to be an 18-plus game right here. What a swing of events. South driving, turnover, and now these guys are right there in their territory.
Well, and the big swing was that if that touchdown would have stood, it would have been a different ball game. But here we go. Aparicio on the outside, incomplete
Pass is incomplete, second down.
That's going to bring out second. That was an incomplete pass. That would have got maybe 1 or 2 yard gain, but it's something different that they haven't thrown yet.
Yep.
So maybe to keep the defense a little honest and keep the cornerbacks up tight. But right now, South has got to make a defensive stand here and try to get that ball back because we got a good game going on here, and it's good to see who wants it last.
All right, PSJA North, Aparicio handoff. Lugo breaks it, 25-20. Here he goes again. Touchdown, Raiders.
And there's no flag, so that's going to stand.
Touchdown, Raiders on the score, number 7,
Wow.
Jack Lugo.
And those holes are opening up. I think South has everybody stacked up.
Yep, they do.
On the line.
They're on the line of scrimmage.
They're all on the line of scrimmage, and if one hole opens up, there's no backers on there, Aaron.
No.
And we're seeing that's not the way you want. That's not working.
Yeah, an adjustment's going to have to come from South, right? And North is just going to have to keep hammering away. I mean, just keep doing what they're doing because it's working. They did stall out on 2 drives, but they haven't abandoned their game plan, Joe. They just keep pounding away, and this time they just broke another one. Lugo, he's usually the power back up the middle, but this is second touchdown of the night on the outside, Joe, and so he's got speed as well.
And he's got speed as well. You're absolutely right, Aaron. And that, he was untouched. And South has got 9 players up in the box.
Yep.
And nobody backing them up. And so if there's a lane, they're gone. And that's how Lugo scored on the very first time, too. That's his second score, and they've all been pretty long gains. 40, 50 yards. He's over 100 yards, ladies and gentlemen, and 6 carries at least. So he's been doing his job here.
Well, and so that defense, right, for Southhawks, they're, like we said, all in line of scrimmage. They got 7, 8 guys, even up to 9 sometimes, all in line of scrimmage. If I'm the offensive line coach for PSJA North, what I'm doing is I'm running zone blocking. If you can get outside and you can kind of hook that outside linebacker / defensive end, then you give Lugo a clear path to the outside, and then the linebackers are so sucked up that they don't have the angle to get out to a fast running back. So, South's going to have to adjust and
Kick
go
it off
back
for
to
the Raiders,
that 4-3
number
or
22,
3-4
Sebastian
even, Joe,
Robles.
because they're going to need that help in that second level.
No, you're absolutely right. And I don't think you need to make a halftime adjustment. I think that adjustment needs to come now because the defense that's running right now, they're running right through them.
All right, look at this little onside style kick. That's going to go 10 yards. That's PSJA North football. They got it. They're going to call him dead right there. But that's going to be North football, Joe. I believe it is.
South got they special teams, Aaron, and they did not expect it.
Wow.
Everybody was looking back, and nobody was able to see that coming.
This is like the stadium, at least on this side, is quiet for those of y'all watching online right now because PSJA North, first with that little flea flicker early to open up the game, and now with this unexpected onside kick, it just seems like someone's playing chess while someone's playing checkers, man. They're going to have to really make some adjustments right now. PSJA North is rolling, Joe.
And they're coming down, they're doing it on the run, Aaron, and they're doing it with the trick plays. Right now, before this, I have to say this, they hit it, and South kept running backwards and not see where the ball was at.
1st and 10 here North. They're going to go back to what they've been doing. Oh, they're going to jump off. They're going to false start. I'm sorry on that one. That's going to pause their momentum for just a moment.
That's going to give them 1st and 15, and maybe South needs to start
False
making
start.
adjustments.
Number 15, offense. 5-yard penalty.
But they took that one, Aaron, and they got them unexpectedly. Now, the momentum is definitely switched on their favor. Their fans are out here tonight. They're up 21-14 with the ball right now, which South has not been able to stop them. So they've got to do something here, and they've got to do something quick.
Everything so far feels like North is in charge of the game right now. And here we go.
Pitch
Handoff,
number 21
left-hand
to the
side. He's going to get that
left-hand
edge again.
side.
Stiff
Isaac
arm there.
Gonzalez.
And that's number 21,
Runs out of
Isaac
bounds around the
Gonzalez.
36-yard line.
That's their workhorse here. You usually don't see him run around the outside, but it shows you that he's got speed coming around the left-hand side. Was able to get 7 or 8 yards there, and he got the 5 back and the 3-4 more on that one. So they're winning the battle on the edges. And South, they have speed on the edges, and they're just not utilizing them, or they're bunched up too quickly, like you mentioned earlier.
Okay, here we go. 2nd down, PSJA North. South is dropping some linebackers now. They only have 4 down linemen, making an adjustment, trying to see if
Handoff for
that'll
number
work.
21.
Handoff, Gonzalez, right-hand side
Isaac
this time, gain of
Gonzalez on
3.
the stop,
Gain of
number
3 yards,
32.
about a 3rd and
Caleb
3.
Anaya.
Yes, they do
It'll be
adjust
3rd
for the
down and about
linebackers.
3 for the
They've gotta
Raiders.
get that push from the front 4 or the front 3, and they've got to, their linebackers has got to pursue and stay in the gaps. And right now, that was a perfectly executed play, and South defense was able to stay and get that to a minimal gain.
I just keep looking at number 7, Lugo, man. He's a big boy out there, and he's got speed to go on top of that size. Here you go with a handoff, and look at Moss Boss. He's got something to say about that, and that'll be short 4th down for the Raiders.
Yeah, is it 2 down
on the
territory
stop,
for them?
number
I
6,
think it
Carlos
will be, Aaron. I
Moss
think
Boss.
it's going to be 4 down territory. And it looks like nobody's coming out, so they're going to come out and go for it. South has got to make it. Moss Boss, when he goes in on defense, he makes his happens. Every time I've seen him hit the ball, the Lugo's helmets come out twice, courtesy of Moss Boss. Keep him in the middle. Hopefully he's getting that push because he's a strong guy. This is a very crucial 4th down, Eric.
Okay. They're going there. I think they're going to probably go hard count. Handoff. Gonzalez, he's going to break it from. That's not Gonzalez. That looks like another number, but that's not just first down.
The middle. The Raiders pick up a
deep
first
into
down.
almost red zone territory.
On the stop, number 29.
That's a different number.
26.
26. Montes, yep. Jason Montes, the sophomore.
Yeah, and he's their second workhorse here. He's the one that. See, this is the thing about them, Aaron. You get Gonzalez, he gets a little tired. You get Montes, you get Lugo. I mean, it's hard to stop these guys.
They just keep reloading these guys in the backfield. Here's Gonzalez now.
And up at number 21 up the middle, Isaac Gonzalez.
2 yards.
On the stop, number 44, Levi Ince.
Outstanding running backs.
2nd down.
And that's a difficult task for any team to do, just to try to stop anybody. And right now, South, if they have Gonzalez, they have Montes, they have Lugo. That's a really hard task to do, but they've got to make adjustments. They've got to do something quickly before it gets to 2 possession game.
Well, how about that offensive line for the North Raiders? The running backs couldn't do anything with that offensive line.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're impressing me here tonight to start this game out. Gonzalez hurdles one. Look at him keep his feet, and he keeps pushing
Gonzalez
forward.
to the right-hand side.
And he's about a yard short of their first down marker.
Well, whoever he got forward, he put somebody.
It'll bring up
in
3rd
back.
down and about 3.
That's going to be about 3rd and 2. He's got power. I just noticed there's no replay, but when he ran, somebody ran right into him, and he pushed him back about a yard or 2.
All right, 3rd down, South needing something big, a big stop here on 3rd down, and North wanting to keep it going. Keeper up the middle, push the pile, 1st down, PSJA North Raiders.
Quarterback keeper number 10, Julius Arredondo up the middle.
And they were able to get the 1st down. And right now, Southhawks defense has no answer to that run attack from PSJA North.
I'm just going to say this, Joe. We're the big boys. I love how South plays very quick, very fast on the defensive line. They got running back playing defensive tackle.
From the 10.
Okay, number 6, Moss Boss. He's a running back, and he's playing a 2 technique on the inside.
Exactly.
You got to bring your big boys in right now because you've got to stop that surge up the middle. If you don't do that, they're going to keep running all over them. North, now 1st down. They want to score. Handoff, right-hand side. Gain of, he doesn't even look like much, and that was about 2 yards.
Hand up to number 26, Jason Montes up the middle.
And
it's a push.
That push that
picks up about 1 second and goal from the 9.
A yard, but it's a gain.
Yeah.
It's not backwards.
That's right.
And it doesn't look like the play is going to go anywhere. And it just that offensive line has got that push, like you mentioned. They've got to put some weight on there or something because right now they're getting pushed around, and when they're making contact, they're already 2 yards in deep.
This is when I would go heavy package, at least in the 2 techniques, in the defensive tackles. All right, pitch on the outside. Lugo, he's got space. He can run to the corner of the end zone. 3rd touchdown of the night for Lugo if it stands, and it does.
On the score,
That's
number 7,
Jack
Jack Lugo.
On the left-hand side. All came out from an onside kick. It was, Aaron, just remember, it was 14-14. Looked like South was going to go up 21-14. Got called back. All of a sudden, they're down 2 scores. They got, the onside kick, and right now, South has no answer to the run attack of the PSJA North Raiders.
How much of this right now, right? In Southhawks, we'll talk a little bit about the way that they tend to play in these games, right? They do tend to play, they play better from behind for whatever reason. They do tend to be a better second half
point is good
team,
for number
right?
22.
There's still 4:20 left in the first half. They got to get a
Robles.
score, Joe. They have to, and they do get the ball in the second half. They want to even this game out, but just a thought that I have right now, Joe, is that I'm going to be honest with you. We've called a lot of games this season, 32-6A. I don't think they've seen a PSJA North type team in this district over here.
No, and they have not a run attack like this. And this is a team that's telling you, Aaron, we're going to run on you. You stop it.
Yep.
And right now, they have not been able to stop it. They're showing up. The quarterback's lining up under center with 2 running backs in the backhand. and they can't find an answer to it, and then they've got to make the adjustments. I said it earlier. They've got to make the adjustments now. Halftime, it could be late. South needs to score here.
They do.
And if it goes 3 and out, and then the defense is getting worn down, they've got to make a long, sustainable drive and take as much time off and get back on the second half and come back on that.
All right, here we go. PSJA North Raiders last time came out and did this. They kicked a surprise onside kick that everybody was just in awe, in shock, and didn't say anything. And so they're going to bring the onside unit. Southhawks offsides on the kick, by the way. Don't really see too many of these, but there will be an offsides. So the South will have a chance to re-kick, or they'll just take the penalty.
I think right now just take the penalty, Aaron, and not let anything happen anymore, and get the ball at the 25, 30-yard line and get that offense going.
Yep.
5-yard penalty will be added. First down.
So they'll take the penalty instead of the re-kick.
Yeah, and defense has got to get right now, discover they got to get some breath. They got to, and the one thing that they do now, having Moss Boss in the line, more than likely, Aaron, he's not going to
run the ball.
He's not going to run the ball because they've been using him up in the line and been, that takes a lot of energy from those guys. You see those offensive, defensive linemen, always those are the first ones to get tired.
Well, I'm looking at 63 right here for South Hawks, right? And he's a great offensive line, Dexter Delgado. But I've also seen him playing goal line packages as a defensive tackle. You've got to get him on the defensive line of your South Hawks next drive out. Marcos Gonzalez now spinning his way through the middle. And he'll gain. Man, look at that. Push the pile 7, maybe even 8. We'll go with 7 on that one.
Yeah, and it looked to me real quickly like they grabbed it looked like he got a quick face mask on, but nobody got to see.
It'll bring up second down, about 3 for the Hawks.
But that's what they need to do, Aaron. It's just stay a sustainable drive, go down the field with 3 minutes and 56 seconds, or 52 now, and take as much time and put some points on the board and come and regroup.
South Hawks do get the ball in the second half, so the best scenario for them right now is to get a score in this drive, come back in the second half, get a score, and even it out. They're down 28-14. Here we go, Cáceres now. Little screen set up, but they'll give it to Marcos Gonzalez up the middle, and he's going to get a nice gain, reminding the North Raiders that they have a run team also.
And that is a Harlingen South Hawk first down!
Right on the left-hand side, there was a little hole opening. That offensive line of South is doing a good job, Aaron, and I think you're right. You might need to use some of those guys up in the defensive line. 1st and 10, maybe a long night for those linemen. Ledesma, he's got a man tracking on him.
Pass is incomplete.
It took a while for that to come out, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete pass, and they need to start thinking about going downfield and stuff.
Yes.
And right now,
these bubble screens are not making it.
They're not making it. They haven't worked in almost 2 quarters, and it's time to keep running the ball. You can beat them downfield as well. So take some shots downfield, especially on the first down.
Well, they have not tested, number 1, Zachary Gonzalez, the safety here, and he looks like a pretty rangy athlete, and maybe they've seen something on tape, which they haven't want to go downfield, but they're going to have to because this short stuff is not working. Here comes 77. He's been putting pressure all night long, and that's 77, Marcus Hernandez, a sophomore.
Aaron, every time you say a name,
I'm telling you.
Sophomore. This team is loaded with some young talent, so that's good. That's not good news for anybody in that district over there on their side. But for right now, Harlingen South has got a 3rd and 10. They've got to make something happen here. They've got to get a first down. This is a very crucial play.
Yeah, if once we go to the back to the zoom in shot, got 77 and 99. We've got names for those both guys, Danny Garcia and 77 Marcus Hernandez. They're both sophomores. These big defensive lineman down here. Number 90 we don't have a name for, but I wonder if he's an underclassman as well. So, that's pretty impressive for North. All right, here we go. Quick on the outside. He's going to grab this one, but what a closing play there by number 20, Chris Archer.
Yeah, we just talked about that they have not
Jacob Cano on the stop, number 20, Chris Archer. It'll bring up 4th down for the Hawks.
Go for it here, and because you can't stop him with it on midfield or on the backside. So I think South has got it. Now it looks like they're going to send their. No.
I mean, where's the creativity on the offensive call, Joe? South Hawks all season long have been able to stretch the field when they want to.
Attention fans, don't forget to help fill the helmet at tonight's game for Gridiron Heroes. Gridiron Heroes is a nonprofit foundation that provides financial and emotional support to high school athletes who sustain a catastrophic spinal cord injury.
More than a few yards down the field. And so for me,
with money for
like, you
medical
got to do
expenses,
something right
funds
now
to make their
something
homes
happen.
handicap accessible, and wheelchairs when insurance companies refuse to pay. Any donation to help this wonderful organization is greatly appreciated.
This is another district. They've already seen the film. They've seen those plays not work against them, so that you've got to come up with something a little different. When you're trading 28 to 14, 2-yard dump offs are not going to work for you. And see, now they're going to have to pan the ball off with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to play in the game.
All right, here we go. And North is going to get a chance. They did it early on in the first game with a minute and 15 seconds or so. And so now they got 2:44 and a couple timeouts to burn as well. Here goes a beautiful looking punt, by the way, down on the 5-yard line or so. And it'll be down. So North is going to be way inside their side of the field now. And South can only hope, right, to pin them down, maybe get a 3-and-out quickly, Joe?
That's the only hope, and they got 2 timeouts left. Both the teams have 2 timeouts, but Aaron, right now, it seems like that running game is just dominating. It doesn't matter if they're there or in midfield; they're moving at will. If the adjustments are made right now and get a 3-and-out, then yes, South has got to come back, and they got to put some points on the board. They do get the ball in the second half. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But adjustments, they got to put some points now.
Okay, here we go. Southhawks going to try to bring the heat here. They're going to move some guys around again. In the backfield, they do make a stop, but that pile gets stopped also. Gain of 3 yards. It looks like nothing, Joe,
number
but
7, Jack Lugo up the middle.
Yeah, Lugo just ran up the middle.
Timeout. Harlingen South.
Harlingen South
This is their second of the half.
They're going to try to, make that stand and make that stop.
You have to. I mean, you got to try.
No, you have to, and that just shows the confidence in the defense. Does 2 things here: stops the clock, gets that defense a little bit of breather right now because they've worked a lot here, and they've got to come up with some defensive schemes to stop that run, and especially right now with the 2nd and maybe 7 or 6 to go, they've got to do something here quickly and get that ball back to that offense.
And the crowd here, Joe, on the south side is just kind of stunned right now, and I think a lot of energy, a lot of momentum has been, this is an undefeated team, right, and have pretty much run through everybody in the district, and did beat an Alice team early on in the year as well, and so the expectations are way up here, and to be sitting here 28-14 with 2:25 remaining in the first half, it's kind of a gut check, right, and for the players, obviously the coaches, the fans alike, and so
I totally agree. Right now they're stunned, and I mean, I don't think any of us, even here at the, us broadcasting us, I didn't expect this here. I expect the South to be competitive. A lot closer game than this.
All right,
more competitive.
Penalty markers on the field.
So we got probably a false start. That usually means a false start.
Lots of game left to play, and again, I go back to, we talked about it a couple times during the game, that South tends to be a second-half team, right? We saw them down 2 touchdowns to Harlingen in the Bird Bowl, right?
Number 56, offense.
There was a false start.
Which was a big game here, and we've seen them down before. They tend to get down early, and then they come roaring back in the second half, and it's still possible. It's possible for them to do that. It's still a lot of game to be played.
Absolutely. There is a lot of game.
But, man, that puts a lot of people in anxiety, man.
But it does, and there's a lot of time. But they've got to start doing something now before it can get out of hand.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 11. Hand off. He's going to break this one. Look at him go out to the 30 now. He's got one man to beat. He keeps his – he doesn't keep his feet across midfield, though, Joe. And that is not how you
to the right-hand side.
No, Aaron, and we were just talking about
Isaac
that run,
Gonzalez.
And that was Gonzalez, number 21. They've got the 3-headed monster, Gonzalez and Montes and Lugo, and they're pretty much running. They're going to be at the, at the 50-yard line. This is something that they cannot happen. They cannot score, Aaron. Even if South gets the ball in the second half, they've got to slow these guys down, and they've got to do something at this point, because going down 3 scores against this team doesn't look good.
Nope. All right, 1st and 10, and now the Southhawks can only hope that there's no more points put on the board. Look at this, going for a pass downfield. Great idea. It's going to be a flag. I don't know if it's offense or defense. Man, that ball was nowhere close to receiver.
Well, they're going to get him at a defensive hold, I think, on number 25.
Okay. That would be the only thing possible that I could see because it can't be pass interference.
No, that was overthrown.
But if he was holding, then that would keep the receiver from making the potential play, if you will, right? So it could be a holding.
Prior to the pass, holding.
Yep.
Number 25.
There it is.
Defense.
He called it.
10-yard penalty.
I
Automatic.
think he knew
First
he was
down.
going to be wide open, Joe, because they're playing the run so fiercely right now, so aggressively, that, man, you feel that tight end or that receiver slipping by you. If you don't hold him, he's gone.
Yeah.
And that's just about what happened right there. 1st and 10 now for the North Raiders. Pitch, Gonzalez on the right-hand side, and he's down.
Gonzalez to the right-hand side, picks up about 2.
Right-hand side, that was,
On the stop, number
Gonzalez
35 for the
2.
Hawks.
And right now,
Andrew Luna.
Hopefully
Second down.
that they can get these and stop him here, and hopefully get him a punt. Because I honestly feel right now the way they're doing it, they're gonna. It's a 4-down territory right down here for PSJA North.
Sergio Aparicio, the sophomore quarterback at the helm. He'll keep it this time, left-hand side, trying to stiff arm a guy, and he's down short of the first down marker.
Quarterback keeper
Yeah,
to the
he's gonna be
left-hand
down about a
side.
yard shy. And that's the thing too. Now the
Number
quarterback
3,
is getting in the game in the
Sergio
running game.
Aparicio.
He's telling everybody, I want a little piece of some running action. So now
It'll
you
bring up
become-
third down and about
you
1
become a
for
forward
the
advisor.
Raiders.
And it's difficult, and it's actually South that needs to, like we talked earlier, they've got to make some adjustments in here and make them quick.
Okay, 3rd down and short coming up for the Raiders, up 28-14. Left-hand side. First down,
Hand
though.
off to
Clock will stop
Gonzalez to the
momentarily.
left-hand side.
Yeah,
Raiders
that was
pick
good.
up
That
a
was,
first down.
Gonzalez again, right? No, that was Montes, number 26, coming in and gaining about 4 or 5 yards.
Timeout. PSJA North.
Now
This
PSJA
is
is
their
calling
second
their timeout.
They want to score. They want to
to
score.
They want to go up 35-14 and a half, knowing that that's going to be a very difficult task for anybody to come up with. South, if they can come out here with with 2 scores down, I think they still have a good chance. I mean, because they're very explosive. They've got the weapons and everything, but they've got to stop PSJA North here from scoring any points.
Well, they got the polka going on right now. Showing the students are kind of into stuff, but I'm looking at the fan. Nobody's getting up to dance over here on the fan side.
No.
They're like, that 28-14. They're not too happy right now, but
Now, I think the South fans right now are being stunned right now by the performance of PSJA North. Aaron, I mean, they're doing what they want on the defense, and this is a defense that's built on speed.
yep.
And it's been tough to watch these guys. I mean, you being the district champion right now and getting beat on at the point of entry at the ball line. So it's hard.
Yeah, and, for those of you that have been, with us all season long, I mean, we've called half of the games have been here at Bogus, and, we're kind of blown back, but I don't know if I'm fully surprised because we talked about North, and the strength of that district over there. Look at Lugo. He's going to break another one. This will be touchdown number 4 for number 7. Jack Lugo, the senior running back, takes it in for number 4.
On the score,
Yeah,
number 7.
Sportsmanlike conduct, I think.
Jack
on that one,
Lugo.
Somebody.
Wow.
We're sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're just a little stunned here in the booth here. They
After the
scored.
play, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 2 of the defense. That
That's
penalty
going
will
to
be
go
assessed
against
on the
South.
kickoff.
That's the biggest
Result of the play,
But
touchdown.
where did they start this drive? It was inside the 10, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Joe?
They pinned them deep. They had them inside, at about the 9-10
And
yard line.
just when they, when they thought they had him for turnover on downs, Gonzalez busted about a 40-yard run,
Yeah.
and just totally changed the complexity of this drive.
Extra point is
That's what
good.
did it. They got them at midfield there, and then they saw that they still had, and there's still 56 seconds left to play in the game, right, ladies and gentlemen? The kick was no good, I'm assuming.
The South Hawk offense has just been, has not been able to get going, Joe. The play calling, I think, has been a little bit conservative, being that now, especially now, you're down 21 points. This is not the time to be conservative. This is not the time for dink and dunk offense, 2-yard, 3-yard, hitches and screens. Like, you're down 21 points now, Joe. You got to pull something out of the hat here.
You're
'Cause-
absolutely right. And you're being down 3 scores, Aaron, and they've got one timeout. I mean, you've got to do something right now. You've got to take the field down and try to put some points on the board. Like you said, being down 21 points against this offense, it's very difficult to come back on.
Yep. All right, here we go. South is ready for an onside kick again. They got burned one time earlier, and PSJA North was able to convert that into a touchdown. And so they're going to send their hands team out there, but this will be kicked deep. And 56 seconds for South. I don't know. Do you try to do something? You try to go to the air? Do you risk, the possibility of a turnover, Joe? But you're down 21 points. It's almost at this point you got to do something.
You got to get aggressive, Aaron, and I think you got to go and you got to take some shots downfield. They haven't tested these cornerbacks and safety like you talked about earlier, other than that one play. It's time to test it because these 2-yard screen dumps are not working, and they've got to, I would go 3 downs. I would just take 3 strikes downfield and hopefully, they've got the talent. They've got receivers for it. So,
All right. Yeah, and I mean, they got Ledesma, they got Rivera, and here's that little screen play here. I mean, it's good because Rivera in space can make something happen, Joe.
Yeah, but this is not the time
Jeremiah
to be
Rivera.
21 points down and getting 5 yards, and there's 51 seconds. Take a shot. You got to take a shot.
Okay, second down and 5, 51 seconds remaining. The Hawks do have one timeout left to burn. Rolling to his left. This is when it gets dangerous for Cáceres when he rolls left because he's a right-hand thrower. Now he rolls right. Oh, he almost comes down with it. CJ Garcia, but that was dangerous because the defensive back was closing in too.
That was dangerous. So, he was throwing it out. And I don't understand, though, Aaron, you run to your left and trying to throw right. With your right-hander, just stay in the pocket and try to make something happen on there. But they're moving to that left-hand side. And the last time they tried that, it didn't convert very well for them. Now they got a 3rd and 5. And there's still 41 seconds left to play in the game. It didn't seem like they wanted to get anything going here.
Okay, 3rd down and 5. 41 seconds remaining here. 35-14 is your score. Looks downfield. Cáceres wants to pass. Nice zone pocket right there found by the receiver.
Pass complete
and he'll
to
have a
number
first
14.
down. The clock will stop.
Fidencio Mesa.
But as soon as the change was set,
that is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down.
Yeah, it should have stopped for the first down. If I was coach, I would have stopped that right there. Look at that pass. What a beautiful pass. Almost picked up, but he's going to spin around and gets another first down. Clock needs to stop right now.
I think
and that is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down.
This is what they should have done, Aaron, is get those plays downfield. Now, you got to take some strikes because they're going to have no more timeouts. And these are what I think timeouts are very precious and very important. Now they got the ball at the 40-yard line or 39-yard line. You got to take one. You got to take 1 or 2 shots. You take them down the middle.
Timeout.
Time could run out.
This is their 3rd and final of the half.
So I think this is very important. If they can come up with a score, and we're still not out of it here.
All right, here we go. South Hawks trying to pull some magic out of the hat, trying to get something going here before the half. They do get the ball back in the second half. And so, if anything, you got to make a play here. Get to halftime and make some adjustments, Joe. Make some defensive adjustments, specifically offense as well. But you got to find a way to stop PSJA North's running attack here in the second half if you're South. But, man, if you can get a score in right now, you help yourself just a little bit. Down 21 points, 22 seconds remaining in the first half. 35-14 is your score here, South Hawks. Reeling, but trying to get back into this one, at least momentum in the moment. 1st and 10, Cáceres. 5 wide receivers looking downfield. 2 safeties deep. No blitz shown yet. Oh, they're going to bring the linebacker on the outside. He steps up. Here comes Lugo. It is Lugo with the quarterback sack. They brought the running back, Joe.
Quarterback sack by number 7, Jack Lugo.
What's worked for PSJ. But they got to get back in the line of scrimmage. You got 10 seconds.
Lugo with 4 touchdowns now adds a sack to his repertoire tonight, man. Wow.
Yeah. He's got, 2 or 3 touchdowns?
4.
4 touchdowns.
He's got 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. And now he's got a sack. How many people can say that about that? Aaron, I had 4 touchdowns and a sack today.
They got him at defensive end now. And he came screaming around that edge there, and he got that sack.
You got 6 seconds there. There's only one thing to do. Find a one-on-one and try to get the best out of him.
Yeah, you got number 9, Jacob Cano here on the outside. Up top, they're moving the safety over. So really your best bet is down here against Cano and CJ Garcia on the strength side of Cáceres. He steps up in the pocket. He's got to let this one fly now. Cross the line of scrimmage. He's got to run. No more time on the clock. He goes out of bounds, and it'll stay like that 35-14 as we go into halftime.
Yeah, it's going to be halftime, ladies and gentlemen, with 35-14.
We'll see you in about 28 minutes.
Attention Hawk fans and Raider fans, it's time to fill the helmet. At this time, the athletic trainers and their student volunteers from throughout the valley will be in the stands passing around football helmets for your generous donations. Over the past 11 years, RGV high school football fans, just like you, have donated over $80,000 to Gridiron Heroes by emptying their pockets at halftime while they support their local high school teams. We hope to shatter the record this year with your donations from tonight's games.
Ladies and gentlemen, Please help me welcome the true pride of the Tri-City District, your PSJA North Raider Band. The Raider Band is led by Drum Major Giselle Vidal and Head Drum Major Jocelyn Bernal. Color Guard Captain is Georgina Tijerina, Co-Captain Kayla Rodriguez. The Raider Band is a 5-time UIL area finalist and a 2-time UIL state marching band. The Raider Band is extremely excited to be performing together live for you once again under the Friday night lights. In honor of Veterans Day, the Raider Band would like to dedicate tonight's halftime performance to the brave men and women who have served or are currently serving our great country. Would all veterans and active service members please stand and be recognized? On behalf of PSJA North, thank you for your service. For tonight's entertainment, the Raider Band will be playing Your Grand Old Flag and America the Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause for the PSJA North Raider Band and Raiderettes.
Presenting the spectacular 2021-2022 award-winning Southern Stars drill team under the direction of Elion Lopez and Monica Silva. The Southern Stars would like to invite you to enjoy an incredible palm kick routine to Ram Jam. The stars of the week are Abigail Gutierrez, Evelyn Silva, and Robert Pedraza. The Southern Stars dance officers are Second Lieutenant Leah Verial, Captain Madison Myers, Major Samantha Pitts, and your 2021-2022 Southern Stars Colonel Anjanette Aguado. Sit back, relax, and watch our Southern Stars show you their star pride. Take it away, Stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Harlingen South Mighty Hawk Band. The Harlingen South Band is led by drum majors Junior Jacqueline Davis and Senior David Soto. Drumline captain is Isaiah Gonzalez. Color guard captain Hannah Solis. Tonight's performance, we honor our veterans with a performance of Bill Moffitt's Armed Forces Salute Medley. Veterans, as your anthem is performed, we ask you to please stand and be recognized. If you are the immediate family member of a veteran, we ask you to stand and be recognized as well. Army. Air Force. Navy. Coast Guard. Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, let us recognize the service and sacrifice of our veterans with a big round of applause. Directors for the Harlingen South Band are Rogelio Barajas, Laura Benavides, Raul Liendo, Jose Garcia, and Richard De La Riva. The Hog Band would like to thank the Hog Band Booster Club, Harlingen South Principal Fernando Reyes, HCSD Board of Trustees, and Superintendent Dr. Alicia Noyola.
And welcome back to second half coverage here at Boca Stadium. 35-14 is your score here as we're coming out of halftime. Both teams on the field now. North streaming in with their banner. South is on the sideline getting ready. South will return the football here and get first crack on their offense. Joe, we're talking about at halftime here. What will it take, or what does it mean, or what are the chances if South does not score on this first drive?
I think that, Aaron, if the chances become less than 10, they got to come back and score here. This is a crucial drive right here. They've got to point. They've got to get on the ball. They got to get it, down to 2 scores. It is a must, in my opinion. It's a must. They've got to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And going back to North, I think they can't allow North to score any more points. South to come back and win this ball game, they've got to play a flawless second half. Offense has got to start clicking because we know they can click. But the defense has got to do their job and actually stop these guys. Because what we saw in the first half was pretty much let's run, and we can run at will against the South Hawk defense. And, we thought coming in here it was going to be a good game. And it is so far, but we didn't think it was going to be a 35-14 at half game. So a little shocked here, but South's got to come back.
Well, if you joined us in the first half, you did see a little bit of everything. And here we go. We're off in the second half now. Ledesma with a return here out to the 20, trying to get to the outside edge, make some move. No, that's Cano. That's Jacob Cano, I believe, number 9, right?
Number 9, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those numbers look alike. He brings it out to about the 25, 26-yard line. But immediately here, South has got to make a statement. And I don't think, Aaron, they've got to just start passing. They've got to just, keep the momentum going, come back with some plays. But they've got to stretch the field down. If you're going to pass, you can't do those screen dumps. And because right now they haven't been working, and it looks like no running game, so they're gonna shoot, they're gonna go pass.
Well, you're South, and this is the time you test your mettle. This is what this season is all about right now. Coming undefeated, it doesn't matter at this point. You've got to show up in the second half. It all comes down to this.
Jeremiah Rivera with a carry,
gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, that was a gain of 2 yards. Like I said, they're hoping they can break something down the middle, and hoping Rivera, because he's a playmaker. There's no doubt about it. Kid is very talented, and they're hoping he could get something. And my idea is put the ball in his hands or Ledesma's hands, and that's your best shot of winning with those 2 guys up front.
All right, here we go. Gasa, this lone man in the backfield. He does have his 5 wide receivers spread out wide, and PSJA North kind of running more of a backed off defense here, going to drop one in the zone coverage, and that's a first
to number 5, Ernesto Garcia.
It's going to be at the 40
and that is a Harlingen South Hawk.
And
first down.
He did a curl route and was able to get about 7 to 8 yards on that, and able to move the chains and get the ball at about the 41-yard line.
Well, and if I'm looking at this North defense, they're kind of running a BH defense. They got 3 down linemen. They got 2 linebackers. They're kind of running a nickel defense. They're expecting the pass from South. But they're going to play in a zone, and South's going to have to pick apart that zone coverage. But they hand it off here on first down.
Rivera.
Yeah, hand it
across
off
the 40 to the 43-yard line.
They're trying to get him established, and
on the stop number 20, Chris Archer for the Raiders.
He's limping out of there. That's not a good sign for Harlingen South.
I know he was nursing a leg injury, Joe. When we saw him a couple weeks ago, I know it was a hamstring or calf, but I know he was, nursing some type of leg. He may have just re-aggravated it right there.
Yeah, I think he was nursing an ankle injury. That's what I heard. And, Aaron, it looks like it, yeah. And he didn't play last week against those Fresnos, and hopefully he can come back 100%, but it looks like he aggravated it again.
All right, here we go. Second down. Handoff, Marcos Gonzalez, right-hand side. He gets tripped up in the backfield, but able to drop his shoulder pads and get a couple.
Marcos Gonzalez to the right-hand side.
He's able to get about 2 yards, and right now they've got to start thinking about downfield and getting first downs because –
official timeout for an injury.
Oh, we got an injured player. I didn't see that. I hope he's okay.
Kind of out there. I don't know if it was a blocker on the edge, but man, that's 2 players right away going down for South Hawks. Hopefully, nothing serious for either of them, obviously. But that's not a good sign here to start off the second half.
No, not at all.
Hopefully, nothing serious. So they'll check on the players, but kind of recapping a little bit of this game right now, 35-4. How did we get here, Joe? How did it happen this way? PSJA North came out swinging. First 2 drives were touchdowns, stalled out 2 drives, and then after that, it was just money every time they got the football and capitalized on an onside kick that was unexpected, so on and so forth. And, they just kind of rolled. I mean, just kind of crept up, and then all of a sudden, it's like that wave just, you could see it coming, and then boom, it just overwhelmed the Hawks in the first half.
Yeah, Aaron, and that's exactly, and I saw when it was a 14-14 game, and then South actually made a couple of stops, and I'm like, okay, they adjusted. They got the defense going. And,
Big round of applause, number 4, Ethan Garza.
That's Ethan Garza, and he's limping a little bit here, too. I hope he's okay.
Those 2 of the speedsters from the South Hawks offense that are now down.
That's not, no, I see Rivera moving at least a little bit more mobile.
Ethan Garza was running a little bit of running back earlier in the game. Remember that? And they kind of got away from that. And, I've seen South on offense. They've kind of started running. Then they went to spread offense. And they've been switching a lot on offense, Joe. Haven't really stuck with it. And PSJA North has just stuck with it, man. They've just been hammering away. And eventually they had success. So South here trying to find something. 3rd down and 8. Crucial down, in my opinion. This drive, you got to have it if you're South Hawks. Showing blitz on the outside. They're going to bring it. Downfield, Casas pump face. Got a man wide open. Look at him. CJ Garcia. He's gone 10, 15, 10. Touchdown, South Hawks. And he was wide open, CJ Garcia. I think that's the second of the game.
There was nobody around him. There was nobody within a mile around CJ Garcia. This is what they needed to do, is stretch that field and throw those deep passes.
On the reception, number 5, Ernesto Garcia.
That was a great play. I mean, I don't see how you can get that open. I honestly don't understand how you get that open. But nevertheless, that puts South in a scoring drive when we said it was a must. It was a must-score drive, and they did it. And they're down by 2 scores, and it's time for the defense. But absolutely great. And they're going for
2-point conversion. Look at this on the swinging gate. That's a fumble that can be picked up. They won't. But I don't know what was going on there, Joe. Why to run a 2-point conversion at this point as you're trying to get momentum going and then have it fail? I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either. There's no reason to do that. Now you're 2 scores and 2-point conversion to come back. I don't. Was that a design play or was that?
It was a swinging gate.
Yeah.
And so swinging gate means line up with a center, and then the offensive line is to the left. And so what happens is if all the defense goes over the offensive line, then you direct snap it to your running back or your up back. And then usually you have a walk-in touchdown because the defense just has a kind of a mental lapse, right? Well, and so I think they saw that, and so they just did a direct snap. It's kind of a call that you have wired in. If you don't see anybody in front of you, direct snap, get the 2-point conversion. But North was able to sniff it out at the end and was able to get some help over and make the tackle.
Yeah, I still don't agree with that.
Kicking off for the Hawks, number 80.
Nevertheless, I'm not the coach here, ladies and
Esteban
gentlemen.
Morales.
I'm telling you, that may have been a player decision on the field. Because the center is told, if you see
back to receive number 24,
we've got
Leroy
more bodies than they
Palacios,
do,
number
direct
1,
snap
Zachary
it. Wait,
Gonzalez,
if you don't,
and number
then
20,
call the
Chris
line
Archer.
over. Right.
So, and maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
But now, if you do come back here, you've got to go to net. Now you.
Oh, look at this onside at 10. It goes 10 yards, but right into the hands of PSJA North Raiders. Again, if it would have worked, it would have been like amazing coaching decision. But now that it doesn't, you give a very potent offense, a very short field to work with. Got another one down for South Hawks.
I do like the call, though, Aaron. I do like the call. You got to surprise them, take them off, We
have a player injured on the field. A player injured on the field.
For an injury.
That's one of those things. Okay, if we go back to the first half, right? PSJA North comes out with that surprise onside kick. If it wouldn't have worked, people would have been like, what were you thinking? But because it was like genius, right?
Great call.
So here in the second half, South comes out, surprise onside kick. It doesn't work. And so now you're like, what were you thinking, right? And so, but if it would have worked, genius. It's just one of those things.
I have to say, I do like the call. I will say that because you're down 2 touchdowns against this team. You need every single momentum switch that you can get. Yeah. And if the defense is going to make a stand, they got to make a stand now, and they got to go to 3 and out. Regardless of where the ball's at. So their objective is, we need to stop them regardless. So they had the ball at the 50, so I don't think they could afford a first down anymore.
I still have a player down right now. They're checking him out. And so he was trying to make his way, right?
He was making his way. And a couple of the PSJA North players were even telling him, like, hey, man, you need to go down.
Yeah.
Which showed some good sportsmanship there. They were like, hey, are you okay? You need to get down, so they can come and check you out. And that's exactly what happened afterwards. And, you just, hope it's nothing serious and and hope that he gets up very, very soon.
You know, these two teams don't have a bitter rivalry or anything like that, Joe, because they rarely see each other. You know, and it's like maybe in a pre-district game somewhere along the road, but really these two teams never really cross paths, you know. And so that's what was so intriguing about this matchup for me. It was like I haven't seen PSJA North in, you know, the last decade of calling football games, and you know, it's kind of interesting to me, and it's been a definitely surprise this evening. There he's up.
Big round of applause for number 16, Mikey Gonzalez.
That's Matthew Gonzalez.
Mikey Gonzalez. That's a sophomore for the South Hawks right there.
Yeah. You know, Aaron, it don't know what goes through, but, you know, getting up like that and living on your own power, that's always a good sign. So, but hopefully, here we go, Aaron.
Okay.
It's time for the South defense to make a stand and get a 3 and out and get these guys back in the ball game.
Trying to see if they've made any adjustments to the interior. I don't think they have, Joe. I think they kind of kept that core in there.
It looks like they're running that 4-3 right now, though. But
Hand off to number 7, Jack Lugo up the middle.
Yes, you're absolutely right. The core has not changed.
It'll bring up second down for the Raiders.
They get 3 yards down the middle right now, and they've got, like I said, we've talked about this. We talked about it off the air here, and they've just got to make some changes and put a little bit more, like you said, a little bit more power, a little more weight up front, and try to get a push. But I did see that they have Levi Ince now, number 44, on the middle.
Yeah, middle linebacker.
Yeah.
You were talking about that. You know what? They do have 2 different ends now. They've got some bigger boys down there. And so they have made an adjustment at halftime. But here goes Lugo, and he's going to take another. He's got 4 touchdowns on the night and a quarterback sack, Joe.
Yeah, I mean.
The ball carrier number 7, Jack Lugo, to the left-hand side, running out of bounds around the 33-yard line.
And I also got a sack to that, you know, so.
Raiders pick up a first down.
On the outside, and still, Aaron, unfortunately, there's no answer to that outside running on that. The linebackers were getting there a little late. It's just the fake adjustments that they do. They fake the middle, and it does is pull those linebackers. It stuns them, and then when they run on the outside, it's too late.
Now, this Jack Lugo, man, he's an impressive football player, Joe. He's big, tall, and he's fast as well. Now here's Gonzalez. And this time the defense does a good job of holding him, but he's already 4 yards down the field.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron, you know, getting 3-4 yards is
picks up 3 to be second and 7 for the Raiders.
Doing that in 3 plays, you get a first down, and that's exactly what they're doing, is just running around. Now they got number 26. Now we see Montes and Gonzalez here at the same there on front of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, along with Lugo there. So they got but they got Lugo now at like a tight end position.
Just the composure of this PSJA North team, right? They just look very, very settled in. You know, they're not getting too overly excited. They're just going to work. 2nd down and 7 now for the North Raiders. Pitch out Gonzalez. He's going to look at that nice hole inside the tackle, and he gets a lot of yards after their first down.
Gonzalez to the left-hand side, goes out of bounds around the 15-yard line.
Yeah. Right around the left-hand
Raiders
side.
pick up a first down.
You said that you just able to get big chunks of yardage out of this, and they were out there all the way down to the track out there, but they were both trying to hold each other down.
Yeah.
See, they both kind of patted each other like, hey, man, I didn't mean anything by that or whatever. But there is a flag down there.
There is a flag. I'm seeing it now. Did not see it earlier, but now I am.
See what it is.
Yeah, those 2 players were kind of tangled up there to the very end on the track even. But, you know, it looked like they were going to let that ride because it wasn't really one person aggressing another. But
result of the play is a first down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the PSJA North bench.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't on the player.
15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, so that goes against the bench of PSJA North.
Yeah, I think they thought that it was done on purpose, Aaron, and it really wasn't, because that was Gonzalez, right, running around the left.
Yes.
And when they were, you know, those tracks are slippery. They got cleats, and it's hard to you can't just stop.
No, they're holding each other up.
They were just holding each other up, and you can see when if you watch the play, when they both ended, they both patted each other, and they're like, hey, man, I know you weren't trying to do anything severe there.
All right, so South Hawks get a break here. Can they capitalize? Up the middle goes Gonzalez, and he falls forward of a gain of 6.
Gains of 6 right up the middle, Aaron. And
number 21, Isaac Gonzalez up the middle.
Like
it doesn't.
It'll be 2nd and 5.
Falls forward, and that becomes 5-6 yards down the road. Now you got a 2nd and 5, and they're taking South defense right down the middle.
All right, Lugo's in the backfield, right? He does like to run right off the tackle. He'll get a chance right here following 2 lead blockers.
Pitch number 7
Here he
to the
goes,
left-hand
bounces
side,
it
Jack
out,
Lugo.
fighting for that first down. I think he's got
Got
the
penalty
first down, but
markers
there's
on the
a flag
field.
on the
There is
play.
a flag, Aaron. There's
Probably
a flag.
holding, I'm guessing.
I think I saw holding on number, it looked like it was 91 or
Holding. Number 74.
74.
Offense.
Or it was actually
10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
So that helps South Hawks trying to get them pushed back here. But every time, Aaron, they get pushed back, PSJA North just finds a way to keep getting those first downs and carrying that momentum over. South has got to do something. The referees are giving them that field position backwards and still not taking advantage of it. We've got a second and about 13 to go, and they've got to come back and stop them, because I think PSJA is going to go for it on fourth down in this side of the territory, in my opinion.
Yeah, and so, we're talking about how South had to score in the first drive. They did. They did miss that extra point, or 2-point conversion, rather. But they also said you cannot let PSJA North score another touchdown. And really, that's the second part of this here to start the second one. That's a good stop right now. That's going to
Lugo
help.
up
Third
the middle.
down now, and about 11 for the North offense, and South
Mid
is
up in the
just showing
backfield
up a
by
little
number
bit now.
20.
And that's what you want. Sometimes it's
Nicholas
those little
Garcia.
1 yard loss or 1 yard gain.
It'll bring up third
After
down.
You've been run all over. It kind of maybe gives you some momentum, some motivation, and you saw that right now when they all gathered on there, Aaron. They were all like pumped and happy. So maybe a little spark that they may need, but it's definitely third down. We still got 6:59 left to play in the third quarter with the PSJA Raiders 35 and the Harlingen South Hawks 20.
Well, Lugo comes out of the game. Looked like he was holding his wrist, Joe. So I'm sure they're going to get him checked out. But third down, they'll miss him. Looking downfield, wants to pass. Got a man on the outside. Catches this one. Turns it at the 25, down to the 22. And I think this is right around
On the reception, number 84.
Yeah.
Andre Matamoros on the stop, number 20, Nicholas Garcia for the Hawks.
It didn't look like they were gonna. Yeah, and South cornerbacks were playing these guys pretty.
A lot of cushion.
And you can't give them that kind of cushion. And he was able to fire in and able to get that, get the first down. A very, very costly first down for the Harlingen South Hawks.
Yeah, and that was number 84 in the reception, Andre Matamoros. Here we go, carry, left-hand side, breaking tackles, ball on the ground. This could
Ball
be
loose on
what
the
the
field.
South Hawks need, and I think it is Hawk football. They needed this one, Joe.
We needed a turnover right here, Aaron, and they got it, Oh, man, I saw the ball pop out. And
Wow.
It is South Hawk ball.
On the recovery, number 25, Enrique Romero.
Harlingen needs. And boy, I have to say, this turnover comes in at a good time.
Penalty marker on the field.
We're going to punch it in again. Aaron, this could be a good momentum changer, and the referees are talking about something. But, yeah, the one referee pointed South ball.
Yeah, Jason Montes was the ball carrier on that one, and it just got popped out. I think someone either punched it out or put a helmet on the football.
There is a penalty on the there we go.
But I think this will stay South football regardless of where it's going to be
Result of the
placed.
play is a fumble recovered by Harlingen South. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 15 of the recovery team. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
But that
Well, he's going the wrong way.
He's going the wrong way, because if it's on South, then it should go backwards towards the end zone.
Or maybe he told the referee it was the wrong number.
Right. They're going to work this one out. Because the way he announced it was that it was on the recovering team, which is South. Half the distance in the goal line should have gone backwards. Here we go. They're going to correct it right here.
Does South did it have a 15 on the...
Correction. That foul was against PSJA North. 15 yards were added. First down.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't see a 15 out there, and I was like, maybe he got the number mixed up here. But nevertheless, though, South has got a great opportunity here to cut this down to one-score lead.
All right, here we go. South Hawk fans believing right now. No fear, all faith. Here comes a blitz. Watch this from the defensive back. He's creeping, and here he comes on the edge, and he makes the tackle.
Hand off to Marcos Gonzalez.
He called that one in.
It'll be no gain on the play. Second down for the Hawks.
And he just came in right on the blitz and was able to get Marcos Gonzalez down for a no gain. And that, right now, this is where they need to start getting some positive yards and maybe thinking about going downfield again. But I do like the call, though, Aaron. They're trying to get that run established and maybe open up that pass as a run move in here.
But see, South has been going back. They run every first down just about, Joe. And so that's why they brought in that defensive back to, look, here he comes again. Watch this. Because they know they like to run on first and second down, then throw on third. So they got to switch it up. They're going to do it right now. Here he is downfield. He's open. He overthrows
Pass
number
is incomplete.
14.
It'll bring up third down.
Into Mesa.
Oh, wow, Aaron, that could have been a game changer right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I thought he had him there, and he hit him. If he would have hit him, that was on stride. They was gone because the PSJA North cornerbacks. And this is what I was talking about, Aaron. Every time they've gotten deep, every receiver
is open,
and they're open by 3 to 4 steps. This has to tell somebody's got to tell somebody downstairs, we've got to keep doing this, guys. We've got to keep doing this, and it's the only way you're going to come back in the game.
And Cáceres has got to connect, though, Joe. He's got to get that accuracy down. That was in step. That's a touchdown right there.
That's a touchdown.
All right, third down, 10. Looking downfield. He wants to pass. Got time. And Ledesma hits his hands as he's hauling it in.
Pass is incomplete. They bring up fourth down for the Hawks.
Wow. I don't know if he got there a little early. And also, I think that, the referees, didn't call a little taunting afterwards on that one. But nevertheless, they didn't see anything. And they're going to end up punting the ball.
That's either way you cut it, South just squandered an opportunity right there.
Either way, you're absolutely right.
You're given that gift of the fumble, earned obviously, but then you're just going to kind of turn around. And PSJA North was rolling, by the way. They had a bunch of penalties on that drive and then a fumble. But if it wasn't for those penalties, Joe, it would have been a touchdown by now.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right.
So, man, you just put your South Hawk defense in a very tough position by not being able to go out and get that first down.
No, and now
ball comes to a stop around the 42-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Raiders.
One of the things we've seen is the inconsistency of the run of the pass. They don't know what they want to do sometimes. Should we run? Should we pass? We won one play. We passed another. And there hasn't been the run establishment. Maybe running the ball a couple of times and then trying to set something open, but they run and then they give it up real quick and then start going and then they start spreading the offense. So very difficult.
Here we go. Timeout PSJA North. They're missing a running back. Look at that. I think they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys on the field. Lugo wasn't out there.
Wow, Lugo's like, I thought I wasn't going to play today. Play offense. I already have a sack, coach, and 4 touchdowns. Do you really need me?
Well, he wouldn't. Remember, he was holding that wrist last drive. I think something was going on with him. But they missed him there at the end. That play that number 26 ran, Joe, to Jason Montes, who fumbled. If that was Lugo, that probably was his 5th touchdown.
Yeah.
But he was out, nursing something on his wrist there. But looks like he's back in the game.
Absolutely. I think he's like, this is a playoff football. Sometimes the adrenaline just goes through and whatever happened to that wrist, though, I'm sure he's looking fine now. But nonetheless, you talked about it, 35-20. The Raiders on top of the Harlingen South. And again, Aaron, I know we say this and talk about it. It seems like a broken record, but they've got to stop here. They cannot allow even a first down, in my opinion.
We're at 5:09 remaining in the third quarter, by the way. So time has gone quickly here in this third quarter behind the running of PSJA North. And this time, Gonzalez, he drops his head and, pushes that pile, gain of 8.
Isaac Gonzalez up the middle.
Notice what he did,
picks
Aaron.
up about 8 on the carry.
He's behind his lineman, and he's pushing his lineman forward with one hand. And he's
leading the charge, number 31 for the Hawks, Reina.
And that was able to get him 4 extra yards. I was keen on that. And he was just pushing his lineman, and he was turning his legs at the same time. And I was pretty impressed with that play.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 2. And PSJA North is just going to let the play clock roll. They're down at 13, now 12. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to get it under 10 each time and just let that play clock go. That's Lugo up the middle, and I think they actually stop him right on the line of
scrimmage. Handoff to number 7, Jack Lugo.
They're stopping him short for about a yard, Aaron, and right now, it's a good opportunity for South to try to get some.
It'll bring up 3rd down and about 1 for the Raiders.
I don't know if they would go for it if they could stop him here on the 4th down because it's swing factor, I think. But this is a crucial 3rd down, and they've got to make a stop here.
One of the things that we haven't seen, Joe, is a lot of behind the line of scrimmage stops for South tonight. There hasn't really been. There's maybe a sack, but not many tackles. Every time North touches the ball, they're going forward. Man, that fullback left a little bit early right there. But look at Levi Ince in the tackle. He's going to bring up a 4th down. He gets a penetration and a tackle for loss.
I saw him going right, Aaron, and he fit that gap. And he was able to hit him perfectly for about a 1-yard loss. And that was a great. That might
Montes
be the
with the ball on the stop, number 44.
Right now they need some kind of defensive.
Levi in 4th down.
And you know what? PSJA North is going to go for it.
They're going for it. Watch Lugo. Watch Lugo on the outside. He's going to block now in front Gonzalez. First down and a lot more, and North cannot be stopped, Joe.
They cannot stop these guys.
Hand off for number 21,
that
Isaac
shows you
Gonzalez picks up a
something.
first
You
down.
You run on a fourth
On the
down,
stop, number 35,
on a
Andrew
fourth
Luna.
and one, and you know you're going to run, and you're going to run, and yet you can't stop the run. And that just shows you that three-headed monster that these guys have. It's incredible to have. And I think what you said, that they're all sophomores mostly, aren't they?
Yeah, Jack Lugo is a senior. And so, he's definitely the leader right now in that backfield, and he's doing great. Here we go, 1st and 10. He's got 4 touchdowns on the night. Here's the man who fumbled earlier. This time he's going to rock somebody on his way down. Jason Montes. He is a sophomore
Montes
as
to
well.
the left-hand side.
Montes. That's our number 2 receiver as far
Picks
as
up 9 on the stop, number 4,
behind,
Ethan Garza for the
Gonzalez
Hawks.
in yardage. But they both average about 7 yards a carry. And you can see why, Aaron. Every time these guys touch the ball, they get 6, 7 yards.
Jeez.
They do have a loss here, but they make it up with those long runs. And right now, Harlingen South defense has no answer, unfortunately, for the PSJA North run attack.
I just, I kind of go back to it, and I know I'm beating the drum, right? But I just feel like this offensive line for PSJA North has been dominant. And a lot of the dominance is because of the size differential, and they've been able to dominate the opponent in front of them. Jack Lugo now, look at him bouncing, stiff arm down the outside. Man, that's a tough running back right there.
Hand off for number 7. Jack Lugo runs out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
And yeah, he ran around and it looks like he's getting up okay. But the reason I stopped is I saw one of the South Hawks take a little time to get up, and I hope everything's good. That is number 29, I believe. He still looks a little. But nevertheless, though, you saw Lugo coming around the right-hand side, Aaron, and stiff arm somebody, and and trying to fight for those yards.
Yeah.
And now we got a 3rd and 4, and South has got to make that stop now because I think they're going to run again in 4th down.
3rd down. They're going to go kind of wishbone. Look at this. And Lugo, he's going to, oh my gosh, he's going to break one on the outside again. This could be number 5, folks. Down at the end zone, they're going to wait for the official, and he's going to say in for number 5.
Wow. They did that.
Penalty
Aaron,
markers
that
on the
was a
field.
wishbone if I'm not mistaken. He ran around the left-hand side. Aaron, I don't believe anybody touched this guy. I just can't see how dominant this line is. It's just so overwhelming to see somebody run.
Result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7 of the offense.
Yep.
That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, you don't want to see something like that happen because that you're winning already. You don't need to rub it in. You don't need to make it look or say whatever happened out there. But nonetheless, though, it was a great run by Lugo. But didn't like that whole unsportsmanlike conduct out there.
No. I mean, you score 5 touchdowns,
Extra
man,
point is
and a
good
sack,
by number
right?
22.
Like, wow.
Sebastian
I
Robles.
mean, he has had a game for the ages. I mean, he's going to go down in, PSJA North lore for that one. I mean, what a game he's had, but you still got to keep that discipline and keep it in check.
Yeah, you do. I mean, because, it's you're eventually going to run into somebody that's going to, may do the same when you start going up and competing up there.
Yep.
And you don't want sportsmanlike conduct on you. When you're, if it's a lot, if you're on the other side of the game. So you always want to see a clean game, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're trying to say, I guess. And no, you don't need to rub it in when you score a touchdown.
And what a turn of events tonight, and I think, for those of y'all who are watching, your Harlingen South Hawk fans, it's been an incredible year, riding an undefeated record, going through district, having a couple of tough challenges, but making it through, winning Bird Bowl for the first time in 15 years or so. And, it's tough to sit here and to swallow this one tonight, because the expectation was so high. And, really the city of Harlingen, I think, has really come around South and really try to support this team this year. And it's been amazing. It's just a hard pill to swallow right now, as PSG North has come in. And quite frankly, Joe, it hasn't looked like they've even struggled. I mean, they've really been able to just put it to South. This is going to be return Jacob Cano. And he picks it. I don't know why he let it, just kind of dribble down there. That's a live football, by the way.
Well, I think he was
on the return, number 9 for the Hawks.
Out of bounds, and I think he was
Jacob Cano.
Might have been, but nevertheless he picked it up, and that was a bad mistake because now it pins him deep right now. And right now, field position, Aaron, there's 141 left to play in the third quarter. I mean, it all matters right now. It seems like the offense hasn't really clicked, even though they got 20 points.
Yep. No.
But they haven't had a consistent drive or drives, should I say, or at least back-to-back since the first quarter.
All right, 141 remaining in the third quarter, 42-20. Southhawks desperate to try to make something happen here to claw their way back into this game. As PSJA North has been rolling, handout to Marcos Gonzalez, and he'll gain 3 yards.
Handoff for number 33, Marcos Gonzalez.
To run the ball now. Might be a little too late on that one, Aaron. But,
on the stop, number 20,
Marcos
Chris
Gonzalez
Archer for the Raiders.
He's one of those bruiser backs, and I just, wish they would have used him a little bit more today, but that wasn't part of the game plan, I guess. And but they desperately need to get something going here.
All right, 1:15 remaining, 42-20. And South Hawks, second down and 7. Looking downfield, Cáceres steps up in the pocket and then kind of pulls back. Got Mesa. Mesa drops the football right in the numbers, too.
That hit him right between
Pass
the numbers.
is incomplete.
Right
Third down.
1 and 4. And, somebody's number 56 coming up to him. It's okay. Let's get the next one here. And that's what you got to do. Just go. Let's keep going. You can't let that one drop. It's already happened. It's not going to change. And just move forward, and hopefully a positive play will come out of this.
All right. Rafael Cuevas came over on that one, number 56, trying to help his teammate out. Third down and 7. Really 4-down territory because, if you can't convert this third down, you punt this away. PSJA North, they don't have an answer to stop that offense right now, so you got to get this first one. Here goes a nice job there by the offensive lineman. He just sails this one. Remember we talked about it in the season when Xander tends to roll to his right and he throws, the ball just sails further right, and the same thing.
We saw that. And then, when he goes to the left, goes left and throws right, it's never a good thing either.
Right.
He's really a good pocket quarterback.
Yes, I agree.
He's a great pocket quarterback, and I think you just need to let him do a 2-3 step drop and find everything open.
Timing pattern.
Yeah, the timing pattern, because everything he's run, run or left, it's never really works. And they're going to go for it, Darren.
They're going for this is gutsy. It's risky, right? But I think at this point you have to. Cáceres looking downfield. Man, great coverage, by the way, in that secondary. And he's running for his life back there. Lets one fly. And CJ Garcia does catch. I think that's going to be a first down.
He's going to get it, Aaron.
On the reception, number 5, Ernesto CJ Garcia.
What a gutsy call there.
Well, Aaron, when you're down 3 scores, punting is not going to help you. But either not converting either, because that would have been disastrous,
right?
Too,
Yeah,
that's a gutsy call.
North would have walked in the end zone. If they would have had that ball right there on the 7-yard line or so.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sal, what a gutsy call! What a great play by CJ. Getting great hands on it and toe tapping, and keep them alive for at least a little bit longer.
Yep, absolutely.
44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We're almost done. We're almost into the fourth, and Southhawks down 22 points here. Have not been in this position all season long. Here we go. Cáceres now. He's got 3 receivers to his left and 1 to his right. There's the holdup here. I think they're resetting the chains. But South wanted to get back and go. Did you see that? And then the officials called the time to reset. I think there was something wrong with the chains over there. Still something wrong with the chains.
Yeah,
Look at that.
It's broken.
Remember? Yeah. I wonder if that's the same one that got broken a few games ago.
I think they just put a little bit of
duct tape,
Aaron, and then we saw that game a few weeks back. Remember, and they had to bring out another one. Well, it looks like they're gonna have to bring out that other one.
Oh man, Cáceres, he's got a man. Look at him. He's got inside leverage. What a play! I'm sorry, that was a great play by the cornerback. He got a hand on that one, Joe.
That was a great play on that one. He was hitting number 9.
Pass is incomplete. Second down.
That was just, it was beautiful coverage. That's all I can say. There's no other words I can find it, but a perfect coverage in the right position. Was able to get his hand up and tip the ball. But I do like the call, Aaron. I like the call that they're going deep, and you've got to make something happen. And I would go again. I'd go first and second down and just try to get deep. The other 2 downs, try to get the first down.
Nicolas Gaona there with putting a hand on that one. Great job. All right, here we go. Ledesma's turn. He splits the defenders there, spins.
On the reception, number 7, Elias Ledesma.
Gains a few on that one. Third down coming up.
Be about 3rd and 4, maybe.
On the stop, number 44, John Castro.
When you see 2 defenders, you split them. You go right up the middle, right? And you try to split those 2 guys, and he did that pretty well.
He did it pretty good. And right now, South has got to get that first down. my concentration to be get the 5 yards and then takes a couple of strikes downfield again.
All right.
But first, you got to get that first.
5 wide receivers for Cáceres. Quarterback draw up the middle, and that is sniffed out.
Quarterback
Look who's on the
keeper, Xander
tackle. That's
Cáceres
Lugo.
up the middle. Penalty markers on the
Yeah,
field.
they're going to get him with a late hit there on number 22.
On the defense, you're saying?
Yes, they're going to get that number 22. He went in late, and I've seen him doing that
Okay.
a couple times, but this time they really got him. He was already down, and he put his shoulder into
Okay.
him.
Yeah, my eyes were on Lugo there. He made that tackle. That's the running back with 5 touchdowns this evening. He accounts for 35 of the 42 points, or I guess 30, I should say. 6 points.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 22 of the defense. 15 yards
All right.
to the end of the run, automatic, first down.
You know, I hate saying that, but I've seen him do it about 3-4 times. I never saw a flag, and this time he did. I think it was a little bit more vicious than previous, but nevertheless, though, you don't want to see the guy's down. You don't want to take a shot at anybody, once he's down.
All right, here
But
we
a
go.
good opportunity for South
Yeah,
Hall. So get 15 yards, and we're at, you know what?
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, all you have to do is kind of switch sides. You don't have to go from one end to the other like you did last time here. South is going to move the ball to the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. And, Aaron, I mean, they're not out of it, but they've got to start scoring. They've got to think about going downfield. We've said this since the second quarter. I mean, I hate sounding like a broken record for those of you at home. Sorry about that, but we're just trying to see what we can do, what they can do to try to get back in this game. And they've got firepower. There's no
They
doubt about
can,
it.
and they can score quickly. That's the thing. They really can. If they try, if they risk it, if they try to go downfield, they can. They got the speed on the outside especially. But here we go. 1st and 10. Let's see what they open up in the playbook. 5 wide receivers showing blitz right up the middle. Let's see if they back it off or they bring it. They're going to bring it. All right, looking downfield. Steps up. Here comes Lugo on the outside. It looks like he's unblocked, Joe.
I don't think that they have an answer for Lugo.
What is going on? I mean, he is all over the place.
I mean, I've
Pass
never
is
seen
incomplete.
a running back score that
Second
many
down.
touchdowns and then have a sack, and I don't know how many quarterback pursuits or knockdowns. He's been everywhere. Aaron, the most impressive part is that he's 5 touchdowns, and they've all been long, and then you have enough energy to come play defense. That, to me, is the impressive part, and I think that's, I don't know, I just...
Player of the game, he's the number 1 candidate so far. I'll just put that out there. 2nd down and 10 now. He comes off for a break. And off the right-hand side, that's Moss Boss, I believe. And look at him run. Look at him break it, 30, 25. Can he break it downfield down to the 15, 16? Where has he been all game? Wow.
Yes. They've used
On
him
the stop,
here.
number
I know
8,
he's been playing some
Nicholas
defense.
Gaona.
But, Lugo's been playing defense, and he's been playing offense, and, Moss Boss, look what happened here.
Jeez, I mean, wow, it's just a different level of speed when he runs the ball, Joe.
That's a different level. And, they have the 2-headed monster right there, Aaron.
Here we go. It's going to be play action. Downfield's got him wide open. Jacob where was his hands on that? The
Pass
football
is
was
incomplete.
catchable.
I don't know.
Great defensive play, by the way.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it looked like he just breezed right by him. He's had a couple of openings downfield. It's almost like everything just stopped, right? Isn't that weird?
It did. It kind of did there.
It's got quiet here at the stadium.
Well, they're getting a little life in there. If South can put some points on the board, well, not points. They need to put 7. It's just the way they put it. They need touchdowns.
Okay, here we go. Blitz showing on the outside here at the top of your screen. Handoff, Gonzalez up the middle.
Gonzalez up the
Spinning.
middle.
I don't know. Now he's technically down.
Because he wasn't really.
Yeah, he
On
wasn't.
the stop, number 22, Sebastian Robles.
So right now it's going to be about a 3rd and 5, and
It'll be
South
3rd and
is,
5 for the Hawks.
They're moving the ball here, and they're kind of knocking on the door here, but they've got to put those points on. First, I think, Aaron, most important thing is get that first down.
Yep.
And then work 4 more plays and try to get that touchdown. But they've got to get that first down first of all.
Okay, here we go. 3rd down and 5. 10:50 remaining here in the ball game. Down 42-20. Handoff, Gonzalez trying to get that first down, and there's just not much there. I mean,
Handoff to Gonzalez to the left-hand
He
side.
had Moss Boss coming in
It'll
to
bring up
block
4th
for him
down.
as well in front, but not enough to get the first down or anything. Believe it or not, I don't think he gained a yard. So this is going to be a very crucial play. It's going to be a timeout. I think it's going to be an official timeout, but nonetheless, it's a 4th down. And Harlington's got to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, they have to.
Yeah, I mean, let's put a field goal in there. No, it's not going to help you.
Down 22 points here. Have not found themselves in this kind of deficit all season long. I think 14 was the most. Rolling to his right. He's got him at. Oh, he just underthrows Ledesma.
Oh, that was open for a
pass. It's incomplete. Ball goes over on down, so it'll be first down.
Yeah, that was just a bad throw, and he's been having a lot of those today, Aaron. Unfortunately, and it's like I said, it's the rolling around. When he rolls around, he's just not accurate. When he's in the pocket, he's very, very fine passer. But
he's got no time in the pocket, Joe.
Yeah, well, that's true as well.
I mean, they're bringing blitzes. They're bringing the left. They're bringing weak side linebacker, strong side linebacker. They're bringing middle linebacker. They're putting Lugo in a package.
Yeah.
And he's just been unsettled all night long. And so you're exactly right. When he has time, 3-step, even 5-step drop, he doesn't have to roll out. He can pick you apart, and that's that 7-on-7 training, right? But, man, under pressure, he can't. Here's Lugo with a train of blockers. He is on his way down the field, 35-30. He's going to go. That's going to be a flag right here, though. That's coming back. That's a block in the back or something. I couldn't tell. But, man, he was on his way to a 6th touchdown, Joe.
Oh, yeah. He was on his way for 6 touchdowns. They don't have an answer for Lugo. Lugo's pretty much running any direction he wants, whatever side, whether it be right or left. Hawk defense has not been able to stop him. And if it wasn't for that block in the back, which actually was unnecessary, Aaron.
Yeah, it was. He had it. It was a touchdown.
It was a touchdown. It did not need to happen. And yeah, you're right. You called it right. It was a block in the back, but it wouldn't have, the play wouldn't have been affected at all.
Jack Lugo's tired, man. Look at him. He still had enough energy to outrun the defense.
Illegal
block it. Yeah, block it
Number 21 of the offense, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Results in a first down.
Still going to get a huge gain out of it, though, Joe. Look what the ball is now. It's at the 42 or 41 yard line.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think people were saying, well, they're maybe trying to run up the score. No, all they're doing is running to the ball, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
That's all they're doing.
They're not doing anything fancy.
They're not doing anything
it's power
fancy.
Football.
Power running.
It just so happens that they're getting huge openings, and then they're making it a second and third level.
This is where the fakes go.
Look, here we go. Look at this on the end around here. Puts out his blocker. That's 84, man. He looks tiny in that big jersey. But
I saw a block in the back and a holding here.
He's had a couple of plays tonight. I think this one's coming back, but he's had a couple of plays. Looks like he's swimming in his jersey, too. He's got speed, man, and he's got a knack for finding the football.
Yeah, I mean, and he's I think there's a second receiver on as far as yardage is concerned.
Holding, number 56, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
Well, what's helping South in this drive
penalties.
The penalties. The only thing that's helping South in this drive is the penalties, and there's no other way to put it. 1st and 20, and they're still moving the ball at will.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I'm excited about.
It's the fakes that they do. It's those end-around fakes that they do. They pose one direction.
It's option football.
It is, and it's actually quite. It's quite. I don't know what it's just quite lovely to see.
Well, it's old school.
Yeah,
it's very old school. I'm going to tell you that much. A lot of teams have gone away from this triple option, but the Raiders are running it to perfection tonight.
Well, Aaron,
on the stop number 32 for the Hawks, Caleb Anaya.
Yep. I mean, I'd wear the veer myself.
Yeah, this is old school running football.
Mouth. This is old school smash mouth football.
Odessa Permian made this popular. Minden Lee, a lot of old school teams. Of course, now everybody wants to run the spread offense and just pass 500 yards a game. But man, this type of offense won a lot of state championships, Joe.
And look what it's doing to the district champions here. I mean, they're running at will.
Okay, here we go. Because they run with 2 running backs, but sometimes they'll bring in the split end, right? And
Lugo to the right-hand side across
Jack
the 40.
Lugo is going to make another move to the middle of the field, and he's still going on his feet. This could be number 6, folks. If there's no flag on the field, and there isn't, this is number 6 touchdown for Jack Lugo.
Yeah. They have he went right, Aaron, and ran all the way left and able to score a touchdown. And ladies and gentlemen, it's safe to say that Jack Lugo here, has probably got, I think, I'm trying to calculate here, over 300 yards rushing.
Oh, and 6 touchdowns.
Timeout for an injury.
I hope he's okay, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, this is one of the greatest performances by a running back that I've seen, Joe, honestly.
No, no, he's okay.
He's tired. He's exhausted, man.
No, I think that's what it is, Aaron.
He's been running up and down and then playing defense.
I think you should just take him out and save him for the next round. You don't want to get him hurt, or if or anything. You know, like I said, more tired than what he is.
Oh man,
I'd
I
give
mean,
him the day off tomorrow. That's for sure. Everybody had practice, but except for you, Lugo.
Extra point is good.
You take the day off.
I tell you what, South Hawk fan right here, personally, and high expectations, high hopes for this team and for a playoff run this year. Please understand, that's where I'm coming from. Been calling them this year. Been seeing the program really come to life this year, Joe. They've had talent for a few years, and this year they're kind of, starting to put things together. Just seemed like everything was aligning for a playoff run this year.
It did.
But man, you got to take your hats off to PSJ North, coaching wise, talent wise, heart, grit, all those things. I mean, South has just not had an answer tonight, Joe.
They have it, Aaron, and being from Harlingen, we commentate both squads, and
yep.
we're homegrown Harlingen guys, and everybody knows me. We both love Harlingen schools, but
yep.
This has been one of the best performances on the ground that I've seen and I've witnessed. And I'll tell you, I can remember when I witnessed one of these by Lugo, and this happened, I think back in the 80s in the Harlingen Cardinals. I saw Eric Scoggins run 300 and something yards against Mission one game, and I think and then he only got like 3 touchdowns. This one has to be past that, as far as what I've witnessed in myself.
And I'll take it further than that. We'll get this kickoff return here. But take it further than that. Jack Lugo
on the
return,
return, number 9, Jacob Cotton.
He's not even a tailback, Joe. He's a fullback, an H-back even, if you will. And so, I haven't seen a
brings it back to about the
H-back
23-yard line. It'll be first and 10
run
for
like
the Hawks.
this. And their tailback, they've been running good. Gonzalez has been running the ball. Don't get me wrong. But this guy's taken over control of the game almost not single-handedly, because the offensive line has been amazing.
It's amazing.
But man, I mean, what a performance by that number 7.
I'm glad I got to witness this. I'm sorry being a
exactly. That's how I feel. Yes.
But it's a beautiful promotion. And like you said, Aaron, their number 1 running back is Gonzalez, over 1,000 yards. Their number 2 is Montes, number 26. And
that's incomplete. Where was
Pass
Lugo
is incomplete.
On
Second down.
Was he even on the
I don't think
the top 3?
I don't. No, that's the thing. Is
right.
That was going back after this play that I was going to answer you, is that they didn't use him that much against, he was their third. Yes, he was, but it was
because he's the H-back.
Yeah,
he was blocking most of the time.
About 300 plus yards or something like that. And today I think he matched his season total. I really do believe he exceeded it.
And perhaps the coach will say, you know what, give it to the senior tonight. Let's see what he can do. And man, he has just ripped it wide open.
Yeah.
Here's Moss Boss. Just a quick note on this. Look at him run. I am happy, by the way, that he is a junior, so we get to see Moss Boss next year.
Yes. Okay, number 6, Carlos Moss Boss to the right-hand side.
Because I think Moss Boss may be under the radar, maybe the best running back.
It'll bring up third down for the Hawks.
Every time he touches the ball,
he does
no doubt about it. He's a playmaker. And I'm glad that we're going to get to see him next year again. And I'm really, I want to just congratulate them, all the seniors out there that have been playing very hard. Everybody should be proud of this team, no matter what the outcome is today.
All right, third down and 5, 8:19 remaining in the ball game. 49-20 is your score. Going downfield, that's Cano. Targeted him. He finally is able to come down
on
with
the reception, number 9, Jacob Cano. That is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down.
We said it earlier when Xander goes in a 2-step drop, he can make things happen. That, my friend, was beautiful coverage.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only way you can beat that is a perfect pass.
All right, Xander now is going to roll left. He's going to be quarterback keeper. Looks like racing for the sidelines. He gains 1 yard and then he's out.
Yeah, all the running there, for about a yard gain, and he ran around the left-hand side.
Goes out of bounds the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down.
A play, but he was intended to go a little bit upfield, but there was nothing there for him. That defense has been playing outstanding. This is a high-powered offense, ladies and gentlemen. and they've been stopped pretty well.
But look at, let me see if we can get a shot here. It's beef on beef here, man. South has got a great line, but look at these guys over here. Look at in the middle right here, and they just switched a couple of these guys out, by the way, right? And so North is run with some three big down linemen, right? And that has really helped to stop that run game for South. But South didn't do that to combat
Passes
North.
incomplete.
Does that make
They're
sense?
down.
And I know it absolutely. And this is what's a little bit more even. They ran a 3-4 right now, and they rushed 3 guys in there, and 2 of them got in.
Got it. That's true.
This is, if you watch it here at home.
And these are backups, Joe, by the way.
And this is just, I don't, it's just eye dropping, jaw dropping to watch that they're playing a 3-4. They're only rushing 3, and 2 of them got through that line. Either they're tired or it's just, hey, man, they feel defeated already, and it's no other way to put it. And here we go with it. And they're running a 3-4.
Third down, and hand out Jeremiah Rivera here, probably playing in his last game as a South Hawk.
Rivera up the middle.
And he's still limping, and
he's giving it all.
He's giving it all, and I know that Jeremiah and Xander and all these guys, man, I mean, you just feel for them a little bit because they're seniors and they've worked hard and they became district champions. But
Gonna bring up fourth down, about 3 for the Hawks.
Should be everybody who's watching at home should be proud of
Of
all
course,
these guys.
100%.
They've gotten this far. They just got outplayed today by a better team. Is the only way to put it.
Yeah, and man, South, you got to hang your hat on. First year for Coach Gonzalez also. And I think that he's figuring things out. Oh wow, man, what a hit there! Gonzalez holds on. I don't know how he held on to that football.
I don't know how he held on. I don't even know Aaron.
Gonzalez on the carry.
He's just a tough guy.
That is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down.
Gonzalez was the defensive guy.
Yeah, that's true.
They both looked like when they both stopped at the same time.
First down for the Hawks there in that tough run by Marcos Gonzalez. He's been running here for 3 years now in varsity. I've been able to call him since he was a sophomore.
Right.
And, he's playing here in his final game here. Bogus looks like. Downfield, there he is. And what a play again, number 8. I mean, that's a couple big plays that he's had. There's a flag here, but it's
penalty
way back
marker
on
the field.
scrimmage.
Yeah, and that one was actually it just floated up a little bit too much. And he was able to come and make the play. But good job, good coverage there.
Ineligible downfield, number 51.
Hey, we hadn't had one of those yet tonight.
Wow.
Penalty.
We finally got an ineligible man down. It seems like we've been having those every single game this year. And
and multiple.
Yep.
Multiple ones, as far as that, too. So that's going to bring the back about 5 yards. It's going to be first and 15. Ladies and gentlemen, with 6:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. PSJA North Raiders 49, Harlingen South Hawks 20 here in the first quarter.
And the last quarter.
It's the last quarter, yeah.
Joe, you're still stuck in the first quarter. I think you just want more of the game tonight. First down and 15. Moss Boss, left-hand side. He'll gain
Moss
about
Boss
6
to the
yards back
left-hand
to the line
side.
of scrimmage. Lots of stuff going on late on
No, it
this
looks
one.
like there's a ball loose. I see guys.
Do we see a fumble bag?
Moss Boss is taking his time to get up.
Wait for the official. Everybody on the north side believes they got it.
Play is a fumble recovered by PSJA.
Oh, wow.
First down.
Wow. That's it. I mean, if that's probably going to be the final nail right there. I didn't see that fumble. Did you, Joe?
I didn't know I didn't, Aaron, and I was watching it actually not on the monitor, but actually through the window, and I saw him get hit, but the ball must have come out forward where we couldn't see it, but I just saw all the PSJA North guys just waving and saying, hey, it's our ball. I'm like, wow, I guess they did get the ball.
All right, so first and 10, North. And here we go, running the same formation. New quarterback in, by the way, and I think maybe a couple new running backs, too. We'll get numbers for you here in a second. That's 26.
Yeah, that's Montes.
The ball carrier number 26, Jason Montes.
Jason Montes, number 26. He's their second leading rusher on the season. You got another injury? I don't think anybody want to leave the game, though, especially some of these seniors knowing that that's their last game.
Yeah.
Injured or not, they want to keep playing.
Of course, they want to stay on the field to the very last. That's commendable and honorable, obviously.
Yes, absolutely.
What a season, right, for South Hawks this year. I mean, really, going way beyond people's expectations. For a first-year coach and Coach Gonzalez, coming from Lyford and coming to this program here and really turning it around and going undefeated. I mean, wow, it just, the fans got their hopes up, right, and rightfully so. And I think it's going to trend the program as a whole in the right direction, Joe.
I think so, Aaron. I think a lot of people were just expecting South to squeeze in the playoffs this year. I really did believe that.
Montes up the middle, picks up a couple. It'll be third down.
Season. I think we can make it. I think we can make it. Well, Coach Gonzalez he exceeded that. First mission was to beat Harlingen.
Yeah.
Done. Bird Bowl champion. And then came the district champion. So, many things to be proud of these guys here tonight. Becoming the Bird Bowl champion after, 14 years?
15, yeah.
15,
14,
yeah,
15,
yep. Somewhere in that neighborhood. It's been a long time. And then winning the district. Unfortunately, the district, by-district game didn't go the way they wanted to. But nevertheless, the fans should be very proud of these guys.
And I think South, one of the things that South fans are still going to be hoping for, looking for, expecting. Look at this nice run here. Is that Montes right in the run? No, sorry, that's Gonzalez.
Gonzalez back in.
He's back in there, and he rips off a big one.
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
There's just no answer to the run attack
on the carry.
And there's a guy down, number 18, I think. I couldn't see his jersey. Well, he's getting, his shoulder. Oh, my God. That doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It looks like it popped out, Aaron. You see the way he's running?
Yep. Well, hopefully it's something major. They're going to work on him on the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like maybe came out of the socket there. And it was literally, his arm looked about a length longer when he was running out, if anybody saw that.
All right, 1st and 10 now for the North Raiders. Still running the football, and that's what they've been doing all night long. They're going to run it again. This time Montes down to the 30.
Yeah, I mean,
Jason Montes to the left-hand side across the 30.
And unfortunately, I don't even
Raiders
think
pick up a
PSJA
first
wants to
down. It'll be
score,
1st
but,
and 10.
There's still only 4 minutes left. They can't kneel the ball down. There's still 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it's 49-20. The PSJA Raiders are on top of this game, and they're at the ball at the south 30-yard line.
Los Fresnos, when do they play? Are they playing tonight or tomorrow?
I'm not sure. I think they were going to play tonight.
Okay.
They're playing Mission.
Okay. All right, here, handoff here. Oh, look at this. Following his blocker, that's Gonzalez. He's down to the 16-yard line.
And that's what they do well.
Gonzalez to the left-hand side, picks up a first down.
Gonzalez only do this. I've seen Gonzalez have his hand on the blocker's back, and he's pushing him like, hey, I need you to plow the way and let me go through. And that's exactly what he did, ladies and gentlemen, is just running the ball. Just outstanding blocking by that offensive line. Aaron, being South fans here and everything, but this team is going to be very dangerous to see in the playoffs, I can tell you. Because this is a very good football team that they're beating here.
Well, and I didn't want to say this earlier in the broadcast, but Division II is a harder route than Division I. And this is Division II. You got some big boys here coming. I think Cibolo Steele. I think Austin Westlake.
Montes up the middle, right, across the 10.
Right.
So, what's going on here? A little extracurricular here again. You don't like to see this at the end of a game.
No.
Coaches are going to have to come and get involved in this one.
No, and I saw Gonzalez here, the running back, trying to both teams.
Yeah.
He was trying to be the peacemaker there, and you like to see that. It's like, hey guys, it's not worth it. Don't do this. It's and unfortunately, it's just frustration. If it's against South, it's just frustration. Didn't go their way, and they're and Izzy's over here letting them have it. But nevertheless, though, we'll see what it is right here.
So Los Fresnos won. They won the by-district, and so they're going to face San Antonio Brennan. So far right now, we got 31-682, 32-681. So Los Fresnos won out of this district here, 32-6A. But Vela won last night, and then looks like North's going to hold on here.
Down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2 of the offense. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2 of the defense. Those players have both been ejected.
Wow, so we got 2 ejections.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what the rule is, what the rule is on that, because usually they get a warning, right?
That's what I was thinking. I go, this is the first time home,
But it may not.
It was a different type of, because it was maybe a little punching going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's the end of the game. They're going to try to keep it clean. Here he goes. Keeper on the outside. This will be touchdown. PSJA North on the
Quarterback
keeper.
keeper number 3 to the left-hand side, Aparicio.
Well, he got his touchdown. Everybody thought he was going to go in and foul it in, Aaron, and he just went on the outside and pretty much walked his way right through on the left-hand side. So that's going to make it 40. That's going to make it 55 to 20 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to play.
I mean, this is, it's a lot. I think, to swallow, Harlan South here, lots of process. I think people are still stunned, to be honest with you, Joe. I mean, I think.
I'm one of them. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, but Aaron, you said it earlier, you don't know what that district is like.
Yeah.
And I think we got a good taste of it, of what that district is capable of doing. And they've got some strong teams.
Mm-hmm.
Even their second or third may be just as good. Who knows?
Yeah, and then speaking of, we'll be back here tomorrow against I think their fourth team. Is that right? Edinburgh Bobcats. We're able to get into the playoffs on that side, and so we'll get to see them against
the Harlingen Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals tomorrow. And so we'll see what else this district has. But, again, if you go back to PSJA North, for those of you that are still shocked, stunned, all those things, because you look at the record, and it's like, well, 10-0, 8-2. Yeah, but the 2 losses that North had were one against Vela, and they lost 24-0, by the way. All right, how they didn't score any points after seeing what I saw tonight, I don't know. But it wasn't a massive blowout like Vela has been blowing people out. So it was a competitive ball game for Vela's sake. The other one was the end of the season. They lost to Mission. Who knows if they were playing all their starters? They're trying to rest up for the playoffs. We don't know all that story, but I mean, they blew out everybody else, Joe. They blew out everybody in this manner, 50-plus points per game. So,
what I don't understand, what you just said right now, I don't see how this team can be shut out.
Yeah.
Even against Vela, I just can't see it.
It's a great squad, man. I'm impressed.
If I was Vela, I wouldn't even want to face this team again.
Yeah, and maybe they're peaking at the right moment too, But they definitely have got something going on there with that run attack, and it's going to be difficult for whoever they go against next week.
Yeah.
Here goes a return. Jacob Cano.
Yeah, on the return, Jacob Cano brings it back to about the 35-yard line.
So we've got South with 2 minutes and 42 seconds, Aaron. I think they might want to put some points on the board just to try to make it look a little bit more respectable.
Well, I like that they're trying out the seniors. You got Cáceres out there. You have Marcos Gonzalez out there. These are Ledesma's out there. 14 Fidencio. Mesa's out there. I mean, and that's the thing. The offensive line is all seniors, Joe. And the South Hawks are going to lose a lot of senior leadership this year. I would say 80% of their team is seniors.
Right.
Starters, yeah. I should say. And so there's a bunch of seniors out there. And this is going to be their last game. Cáceres looking downfield, wants to pass. Look at him. CJ Garcia is going to get one more in, at least 25-20, down to the 14, 13-yard line.
On the reception, number 5, Ernesto CJ Garcia.
We said it earlier when Xander has time in the pocket, the guy he can pick you apart. And he had a great pass, and it was a great catch too. So they got the ball down at the 14-yard line, 13-yard line.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to go to work again, and they got the starting offense in there and going to try to put some points on the board, and I like it. I like the fight. Marcos Gonzalez up the middle. He's going to push the pile. Who wants another touchdown?
Now, of course, Aaron. I mean,
Gonzalez with the carry, picks up about 3 to be second down.
For nobody, you want to go down fighting. And I think the South Hawks are showing what they're made out of. I think they're just, hey, man, we've lost this game. Let's just go out swinging. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. So everybody out and watching this game, got to give them a lot of respect for that.
CJ got to see a senior as well. He's out there fighting, doing a good job. 75 for South Hawks. William Holscher, he's had a great season. 74 on the other side of the line. That's Francisco Basaldua, both seniors as well. All right, Cáceres scrambling left, right, left again. Passes, incomplete pass.
Passes incomplete, third down.
Yeah, it was an incomplete pass. He had a lot of time on the pocket this time. So, but nonetheless, though, that was a good pass there. and it just a little too low there at the end of the play.
Some questions I have for next year: Who do they have offensive linemen to step up with the juniors, sophomores? Who's the quarterback next year?
Yeah.
I really don't know because we haven't really had a chance to see a backup quarterback this year.
No, even when they were up ahead, and in some of the games that they played, Aaron, good point that you mentioned. When they were up ahead, they just, we didn't see anybody.
So, some question marks for sure for South. Running back, I
Gonzalez
think
up
we know
the
is gonna be
middle.
Moss Boss. Receivers, you got Seth Vergara, who played a little bit, and Jacob Cano seems to be a favorite, right? But
Absolutely, yeah.
That is a Harlingen South Hawk.
But I don't know.
First
Joe.
down!
A lot of question mark, next year for the South Hawks.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot of the guys here in varsity step up, and they're going to have some of the leadership guys that from JV to step up there. And you see some of the guys hugging each other, and this is the last time they would be playing football together.
Touchdown Hawks, Marcos Gonzalez.
Right up the middle, ladies
You'll
and
get
gentlemen.
one more in there before the season's over.
Hawks.
The South is trying to go down swinging here. That's the 20. It's going to be 56-26 at the moment, pending the point extra. But hey, you got to give them, everything. They poured their hearts in it, ladies and gentlemen, and they came out short today. They like you said, Aaron, I think they just faced a team that they never had before, and expectations were different, and
it was kind of, honestly, like after watching today, watch this little reverse here to Ledesma. Oh, he's going to fumble that football. And, man, you don't want to end like that.
no.
But that's going to be it right there.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're going to probably see kneel downs. Well, they got to kick the ball yet, right? So
What it looks like to me is that this was a heavyweight versus a middleweight fight, Joe.
Absolutely.
And the middleweight, quicker, faster, more agile, but the heavyweight just punched hard, and really it was almost like a weight class difference more than anything. And in their own rights, the middleweight's really good in the middleweight division, the heavyweight's good in the heavyweight, but you can't mix the two weight classes. And that's just what it looks like to me tonight. Not to say Harlingen's not a good team. It's just, man, they're playing a heavyweight tonight.
they were playing a powerhouse. It's interesting to find out, and it's going to be interesting to see. And I'm going to keep track of this team, how far they go up, third round expectations probably if they go up that far, and that's just that's usually what the Valley teams usually go up to, and that's your goal is to get up there. That's the halfway mark to the state championship. Actually, 6 games to win it.
All right, so PSJA North, we're kind of I was trying to look up at the brackets earlier to kind of see who they're going to have next, but I think it's a difference between a San Antonio team. I'll try to get that here in a second, but they're going to definitely go up a tough competitor next year. Next week. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, what is this right here? It's going to be fielded.
Ball recovered by number
48, man, this seems like the
17,
end of this game is
Isaac
taking a
Willingham.
while to get to, right?
Well, I think the fourth quarter, Aaron, has been taking a long time. We've seen a lot of different things here today. And I think we're going to see a kneel down. I'm hoping we will. And I don't want to see anybody more run anymore. I think you're going to see the last stand of the defense. I think they're putting just another unit up there, Aaron.
All right, so it looks like PSJA North will be taking on Eagle Pass next week. Eagle Pass has won over Marshall, and so they will take on Eagle Pass. And then our next hub up, we got San Antonio Johnson, New Braunfels, Westlake, and Hutto. So, Eagle Pass versus PSJA North next week, and then you're going to have to go up more than likely. It's going to be a Westlake team, if I had to guess out of that bracket.
I don't think there's a more than likely. That's going to be Westlake.
Yeah.
They're projected to be the third their third straight championship. And I'm going to mean that by state championship.
Exactly.
They're one of the most dominant teams we've seen in the last couple of years. And there you go.
Well,
so, ladies and gentlemen, it is over.
What a season.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for the two teams today.
On the fact that, it's been a
PSJA
pleasure.
North
It's been an honor.
Raiders
It's
and
been great
your
to call
Harlingen South Hawks.
Football games this year. I really look forward to every single Hawk game that we had on the calendar, right? And it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been able to experience that. And so hats off to Coach Gonzalez, the coaching staff, and the players, especially those seniors out there that just brought a new attitude to Harlingen South. And I'm hoping that continues on next year and into the years to come.
Absolutely, Aaron. That's all we can hope for, and I think they got the right leadership. There's no doubt about it, and they've got. And I'm seeing right now. I'm sorry to cut it off, but I see Lugo coming in here, and he looks like he's just exhausted.
Player of the game right there.
Oh, no doubt about it.
And hats off to number 7 and that North, team, coaching staff, and came in here ready, and then they took it to him, and you can't take anything away. So great season, for Harlingen South. We still got one more call tomorrow, Joe, at least, right? And so we're looking forward to that at 2:00 tomorrow for you Harlingen period football fans. But this one's gonna wrap it up tonight. Final score 56-26 from Bogus Stadium. Aaron Joe signing off.
Good night, everyone.